Hearts folk and Kumase Asante Koro game anyame this weekend. And so Ebasono na yabasha senia bro asuoni ntam senebia ye ni betimi ayekoko because a big game. Na ye start a countdown in there near the nkomo. In fact, customer for Adama Hearts folk and fence Kwame Oparado akasa out of the game. Now somebody call Oparado can say Osisa game we know, yes, Ojitum say is a normal league game, but any normal league games are a big fisher. Teams in me and no be up a bragging right. Na okan bibi at the Kahwandi Yakoba. Na Mabekasa 7 answer to me at the Achemo. In 7.4.5 Tuesday edition, live about YouTube in Sha TV, Oba, na Odo prediction Akahon, UEFA Champions League Monday 4, Yakoba na matches in the Kron. Ya bedini na honkomo edimi edi amam nemo jese LIVESTREAM gabi the formula edi eko amanene eba Richard nie yenko amanene mra na emfansem ni na no emremo
yeah fine
ana
no you are bacho
ura studio sisi a wo sere
as I was in bacho any free as yeah
oh there be me kasa come here
okay
bacho kan de adia me kan me mre kra
bro wase
me de
Brazil
papa
of course not to modro tefeidia au Brazil me ba
nti me dia ho Brazil no ma gide me je
na we bin be say we start the bomb in Europe first
voice
voice wow voice
Maraskana
I reach a fatly Obama my who say Maraska
no deputy
show
no your editors
then editors dey
no nyabotre we onye proper editor o compromise na yi nti onye proper editor anope ayala na makasa ene oseti ayala say ene show no apart from say be a coach be na air reaction after a game and a player be na ka bibi na e bebo e wo show no so no say be a obia in house obia can send you show no so no enya allowed.
Oh, catch I say really yes now.
Oh, Debbie from the editor himself.
Because catch senior editors yes Timmy. Majority carries the food who override his editing.
It's more more voice now.
Ah, o do you cry you be adwuma na mamo. Mu pa mu mienu mu kwa mu nya adwuma no. Why? To the voice my. We ya to. Ah,
they say tearing apart no sa na mo start no.
What did you?
Okay, but in there we no.
Hi.
Okay, we there mama. Not your friends ni home bi.
Oh, city go mo be show mo.
Kofi. This is in your game I boy mre pass agim we.
Eh forest man. Me want you know.
Because of fugu game we na fugu.
The umia na emia.
Fugu.
Umia bi ebemia.
Say banche a. Umfa you crazy na. Ano apete.
Ne bagwe.
Not your first game we. Nye game back gra.
Yes, any last season game na Nottingham Forest 1-0-3-2-2-1. No. Shondaichu.
We solve our problem.
Shondaichu. That for me that's the only difference. In Kekatini na kenye problem. Oh, which man is Mr.
That's it.
Mr. I can't come and see. If I job, I need him. Senior. A very zero or
maybe. Somebody me to airtime dey meet me about there.
Be na yesero. Man is my.
Me can't say mo. Temperate. Kofi bad ya say now.
So me prediction for Sam Martin over.
Yeah, ko show me simple gra.
Mataichu.
We solve our problem.
Shondaichu. That for me that's the only difference. In Kekatini na kenye problem. If it was Ange Postecoglou,
I know.
Isn't him for United. My problem is Shondaichu.
Anyway.
Enyeshi.
You are going to beat them.
United straight win.
Win. Win. Ya bodro kra man de mama mentra. Me ba mo pam me sa akoko no.
Wow.
Not Everest. Kofi bad ya say now.
Okaza.
Saturday one the trash show. Na Jeff on. Jeff. If you are so nipa na bi ni o. Nipa e kobra na bi ni we. Jeff we are Manchester ni kese. Ayala wura ha na watch my Jesus say, ah, Richard, what can say be na me production and strike me. Na me chiwa Jesus so, na me say. No so what can say? Some board draw cry Monday yampam free studio. Yampam sa ko eh. And I'm picking another the enemy. Can you
and you need to do now for out.
And you need to America. And can you? It is a you must have not kind. Or Muni free, Jeff, you only free. I'm going to go via Kuchano pay able.
Saturday come from him little. You come from him, baby, 10 minutes at Sana. I live back to your Ushi. Then you can see we go for I page Facebook.
Or no, or catch up.
I don't know that I got to because I watch your final score 2-2. Now, only pay your power pa.
Okay.
On also the voice about me so 80 on.
Minipa.
Aye.
And near the
of pa.
Aye. Fifi drone.
Aye.
Yeah, so
what draw cry, yen pipiao. Into the yen pipiao, and how say, who beg you, mammy, ye pipiao, and how wanting a fee, and Meljuma, now by ye pipiao, then you know, hey, Richard, oh, yeah, dear Fifi, see, oh, when you draw, now a Fifi, maybe I will be on the show. Fifi, so when you draw, Ayala, Sokoban Fatibu, Michelle Munina, Love FM DJ hashtag Michelle. Fee catch your brand fee catch your say there be a way Shondai I didn't know who no draw say way for go shit.
Every
we are always a hashtag. DJ hashtag net is sending everything.
You are going to say, oh, my channel is I'm broken in them.
Now, everybody say, Pamu the interview, Pamu, yeah, your boss, no, you did
no, we're only more right now.
Minimum.
You don't even have. Ona, Debbie, I'm a case, Minini Pabi Bra Nanti. The case will be Nishima. Now, no, you share more. And I'll pay flimsy excuse. Oh, yes, I'm going to be quiet and I've done it.
That's what now in the room.
Maybe. And I'm saying, so you'll be pa.
Let's me catch you before.
So who shame?
Me catch you before.
Minim sir, but and I'm just say, so we will be a shame. Can pay Uber and come press me neck.
It's me never be a miracle.
Chairman, Yanko, any games in Uncle. Why?
Nah,
about draw, Yan saying.
Aye. But then I also mobile draw crown.
Coffee. Game now, yeah, I'm on TV at Chicken. Sometimes a book game be say not only information. Yenim say your information. Ask me, and I'll explain.
That's why we've come to you. Give us the.
I think I'll ban a pen. This I'm sorry, Richard. What happened?
But what happened? What happened?
Hey, this is the question I'm expecting from you.
What happened?
The CN say, Shondai Eka coaches now. If you say,
let's say catch you before.
Oh, Yamatre. Okay. Oze Uko Yuka. Manchester United coaches be honma. Ya form alliance be omo. You know who was some good rapport.
Good relationship.
Relationship is good.
Yeah.
And see, when we be home trainer.
Yeah.
You were where you the support no.
Okay.
So, when the starting game, then you share first goal.
Yeah.
Second half dressing room. And I Shondai ebe ball printing.
And I will be.
Oh, there. It's not like say me dressing room will be. But I saw her.
Okay.
I heard everything. Because I can't be okay. I know Ben or catches so chairman. Charlie, Penini says me and she give me na man draw cry or me. It's okay. I know she are okay. Your boy no. Yet me and Sakosa. Today your coin na your back second half na. But she too
quick.
Yeah, be point near Tekano. Send your bear angel. That was what happened. Inti mo being tina baby na Richard Obeton was 2-2 na. That's what happened. Mama inside story.
But you didn't know this before you went to play the game.
So saying.
Now you say Bebani say.
No, that time no one near me Kasai.
Okay.
Meaning what me
you say coaches be between one big come.
Oh yeah.
So then sometimes I have to
it's a compromise here.
Inti I thought then before the game relax.
So saying.
Because you made it look like you were going to beat them outright.
Which year starting game we scored?
No, but na say born your money 3 minutes. I can we scored the can go.
Now, maybe I could game now here. If you say you compromise ye solver. Anka sa no team we bet me.
There was no compromise.
Oh come on.
Oh, there was no
game no.
Yeah, I watched the game. There was no compromise. How did you score your first goal? My second goal, my first goal in the second half. It was 2 quick goals in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm
because of Corona near the first half.
Oh, but that's not the issue. In fact, it took that Amad Diallo thunderbolts to get an equalizer. So what I was telling you on Saturday in Nhyira, yes, the 2 games Anama Bono has been good. In fact, 3. The 3 wins consecutively has been good. But the problem is that say United elbow against teams that don't necessarily hold on to the ball and are also as physical as you are, one shall mobile struggle. So be a little bit flexible with it. But you didn't listen. And at the end of the day, when the game happened, we saw the difference. It was Casemiro and a share first goal. Obviously, Savona got the second goal, and then Amad Diallo got the equalizer for Tima, your friend of Manchester United. See, Rich, whatever the case is, I think United for much started planning for December. When Amad Diallo and Brian Mbeumo go for the AFCON.
When you say your game is about Saturday, right?
Yeah, Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday, me hear game na Saturday ni be see team.
Because that's a Samo side, the most effective side in the Manchester United team.
The combination between Amad Diallo and Mbeumo super.
Yeah.
And then me be some say, Inti nyame adoma AFCON ye lose 90 million a team no. I was imagine say better what will happen
1 month from now. How is it going to look like Manchester United team, you know, when Amad Diallo goes and Abrante friend Brian Mbeumo? But I'm sure say for Ruben Amorim, it's a story of when we get there, Fifi how we'll cross it. So we'll see how Ruben Amorim will cross it. Rich, you see, the good thing about Manchester United game I'm money Nottingham Forest boy and they say, Rich, see our Premier League table no, that's why very tight. Even after Chelsea win, Manchester United has the same point as Chelsea. From, I think, between second place to about 10th place or so, about just 3 points. So it was good at least United got a point in that regard to stay in the conversation of the English Premier League and not drifting far apart. That is exactly how the table looks like. Which, and then, meaning say, yeah, question of the day is that team Ben or surprise you or also, or yeah, the part this weekend. But I have a question to ask. Arsenal for about 10 games. They've conceded just 3. The greatest English Premier League team that conceded the least goals in a season was a team that was coached by Jose Mourinho, had Peter Cech, Monia Diade, 15. Arsenal over the weekend away at Burnley at the Turf Moor won the game by 2-0 without conceding a single goal. The big question I want to ask to anyway telephone and phone and say, can Arsenal beat our record now with 28 more games to go? Impossible.
Football
because it's here 3 8 is a in Conforce say Man City Centenarian you're winning 100 points. I think teams can win 100 points. And maybe team bet 100 points. Antonio Conte started you maybe winning 13 games in a row. Joseph Guardiola have a bottle training baby. And we need consistent games for a very long time. Even Jose Mourinho record of the number of home game wins now people go close to it. But it looks as if the most difficult one is conceding just 15 goals in a season. Which the Arsenal team has what it takes. Because say you can say team now you can say Peter Cech they had a great goalkeeper. They had a solid centre back pair. No almost also a good bench in terms of a centre back. Almost solid fullbacks and an excellent DM. And Arsenal team has it. Ricardo Carafiori, yes, Adia, he will not be on the level of those Ashley Cole in that team, but he's a good fullback in his own regard. The centre back pair of Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba is good enough to solidly steer Arsenal to that point. Of course, William Timber is solid. Then a DM in a branch of Declan Rice is excellent. What you was say? I'm just a bit of a breaking record now.
I'm yet to see a message like that, but you say be probably here corner and I'm for the baba, but Kofi, as an team home. When my damn the promise and power, I'm set pieces.
They said please no.
I'm man ya corner to do. And on so Mubo gamer. Now Arsenal team in set piece. If you players and more people from Niaji. Because they know say after say omo be keke no bibi betimi asi
Yeah.
omo ye mane ye fe keke Arsenal team is very, very strong.
Yeah,
very, very strong.
There were times
Arsenal team with or without the ball, very strong.
Yeah. They are not free flowing. English Premier League. Erling Haaland has 13 goals. Yeah. Arsenal doesn't have a player that has scored that many goals this season. But then they have a solid defense, and also as a team that is scoring across. Arsenal beat Match 1 Eden Sobesheno. 2 seasons ago. Arsenal to Michel 1 away at Fulham, not a couple draw. And I was telling you the last time, some teams now this season Arsenal in Abashan, London derbies no. Arsenal dropped 10 points against them last season. So for them to recover those 10 points and even be a step higher tells you how good of a side this team is. I've said it several times. It's a complete team from the defense to attack. The only thing I keep on asking myself and a lot of people is that can this Arsenal team undo the record of 15 goals scored in a season?
I never copy. Human John, I say it's possible. Simple cry.
Okay.
AJ Ministries 1. I say Arsenal can do that. They can break the record.
Yeah.
Prince Aqua. I say no. Arsenal can't break Chelsea's record. Steven Yako. I say Arsenal can't break that record. Okay, and a host of others.
Declan Rice, Eddie Nanutu. I say we have got 2 centre halves and 2 fullbacks who live and breathe defending. 2 centre backs, 2 fullbacks who live and breathe defending. On Saturday, I say, the 2 centre backs in Bakufima, Rich, Piero and Capie doesn't even play consistently. In fact, over the weekend, I think he played. Christian Mosquera, the times he has come, we've seen that he's solid. So it's a good team. And David Raya has been also very, very good. Of course, complement also the team now. Joseph Guardiola say hopefully Arsenal can concede 1 goal a day, right? When asking about the defensive solidity of Arsenal team and Arsenal set piece goals. Since Mikel Arteta took over 2019-2020, 6 set piece goals per share. In 2020-2021, almost 10. The season after that, it's almost doubled, 18. They maintain it in the 22-23 season, 18. In the 23-24 season, 23. 24-25 season, 25. This season,
about
10 games, 13 set piece goals. Yeah. The last time I catch up, before this weekend, it was 11. Chelsea and then they team with 9. And it tells you how much of a solid team Arsenal are all round. Set pieces, defending, what have you, they get a job done. Which, this weekend, did the arguments come up again? Declan Moises about happy beam. Because, yeah.
I saw it.
Do you still stand where you stand?
Sure.
Because Jamie Carragher say it is still Declan. Now, although you are saying, but he say Declan because Declan is too good.
To me, the best number 6 in the Premier League is Moises Caicedo.
Is it not just because Declan share goals so rich?
Obo team I'm poor masem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some biya manage keke, and I love watching Chelsea games.
Declan is scoring.
I wish Obo Manchester United.
But when you are Declan in Manchester United, you'll be happy.
Me Moises Caicedo.
Open Moises Caicedo ahead of Declan Rice. It takes
the work ethic, no.
How hard he works.
Or a workaholic.
Yeah.
Ojina Park and so no Bobo na. What you say? There's a player person ye bibi or cover grounds.
He does everything possible to make sure that.
Yeah. And to me opinion, no. I love Caicedo.
It will say the best English player.
Caicedo any day.
Moises Caicedo.
Me choose Caicedo.
Rich, I told you something on Saturday. Say one of the things that makes the Chelsea Tottenham Hotspur game very interesting is that Chelsea players and fans alike believe that obi oye we Siberia Tottenham Hotspur. And team at Chelsea are shining by Tottenham Hotspur. But I told you that the reason why I was a little bit coy of sticking my neck out for the game was 1, Thomas Frank, and 2, the fact that this is a newly Tottenham Hotspur side. And I remember I was very clear and emphatic with you, with Thomas Frank, it's not just because coach Awaya Juma from Brentford. I told you that when it comes to tactics, I think Maresca is better in terms of mapping up a strategy against the other person. But the only reason I'm worried, and I was worried about Tottenham Hotspur, was the threat of Thomas Frank from set plays because are exceptional. Arsenal as in 2019 whatever season. Before Arsenal became Arsenal, there was Brentford. And it was the job of current Chelsea set piece coach and the current Tottenham Hotspur coach, Thomas Frank and Bernardo Cueva. So they know how to do that job. And this is a set Chelsea team that had considered consistently in about 2 or 3 times from set plays. So obviously, in my mind, I say, can Chelsea really map up a strategy to let Tottenham Hotspur, especially in the weekend prior to that? No matter 2 set piece goals from my friend Mickey Van der Ven. So Van der Ven is scoring from set plays. Was 2 just the weekend before, and then he's coming back, playing this one against a team that concedes lots of the times from set plays. Can that happen? Can Chelsea prevent Tottenham Hotspur from scoring them for set plays? And Enzo Maresca had a plan, and I think I was very, very proud on the day. Chelsea, after that game, are unbeaten in their last 9 Premier League games against Tottenham Hotspur. When first scoring first, anytime at Chelsea be Shebiano, ding, the my team friend Tottenham Hotspur. Which, when the game started, I saw something. Both managers decided to go man for man. On Saturday, I remember the conversation was that Adiaba Kwebe Timisama Tottenham for an upper hand over Chelsea is the fact that they will play much more physical central midfielders. Maybe at Chelsea will have just 2. But I think in the general overview of the game, Adiaba Chelsea had better than Tottenham Hotspur was the press intensity. Man for man. It's about how you are intense with your press. And Chelsea were much more intense with the press. Meaning so Joao Paulinho Hashem. Most of the Biameka say there is a reason why I think Joao Paulinho will not thrive in any top team of Europe. Which on the ball, he is not good enough. With always say or your hand to take Kaisedo, or bet much more number. But say woman the ball now, the way it's meaning more Kaisedo, now under pressure will even the person not play for no. Paulinho doesn't do that. So you could tell that Chelsea's job was to closely to mark him. Which this is somewhere around the first 20 minutes. And I want you to look at this annotation on a tactical board also. Chelsea played with Enzo Fernandez as the trigger of the press. Now, Abranti Efreno, Kevin Danson. One of the other issues that the Tottenham Hotspur team had was that only technical players to do that. I didn't hear Enzo Maresca call Tottenham Hotspur. ABA said, against Barcelona, in fact, Enzo Maresca tried this against Bayern, he was beaten. Man for man press. You somebody against a team or highly technical players and you suffer. Tottenham doesn't have technical players like that. Kevin Dansunya with natural ball playing centre back who can evade the press under pressure. So once Enzo Maresca Enzo Fernandez in this image is beginning to press him, he takes the ball back to Vicario. But look at this image. Alejandro Garnacho is dealing with Pedro Porro. Abentia Yefreno, I think this is Rhys James, I'm not too sure. And dealing with Joao Paulinho. Then you realize that Abentia Yefreno, Pedro Neto is dealing with Mickey Van der Ven.
Joao Pedro.
Yeah.
They now will say, as I say, you know.
A Rhys, Captain Amber, no one is sound. But either of them, either Rhys or Abentia Yefreno, Joao Pedro, one of them. Number, no, I'm not too sure. Okay, I think it looks like Joao Pedro rather, but somebody is on Abentia Yefreno, Joao Paulinho. Which, okay, Rhys Naba in this side, Rhys rather followed Rodrigo Bentancur. Who follow Bentancur in this area. Rich, man for man, across the field of play. Malo Gusto, across the field of play. But in your wide area, not just if only aggressive, to go and press and win the ball back from the place. Rich, for me, I think that defined the game. That is how Chelsea managed to score Sa Omugo no Moshe. Chelsea in the game. Everybody talks about Moises Caicedo and that goal that he was able to set up for Chelsea. Rich, what was it? It was a counter-pressing ability of Abrante friend Moises Caicedo. Okoko really on the first one. Noko came. He went again on Van der Ven, second one. And they spread the ball to Abrante friend Joao Pedro to get the ball, go up for them. And for me, that is exactly what Chelsea have been able to do in that regard. Now, Chelsea had solutions to the set place. No? When I told you I was worried, it's a mission game. No? First time I called Twitter coach was, has anybody seen Enzo Maresca's response to this long throw-ins now? Every time Kevin down here and I say, oh, Baba, too long throw in Biana Rich. So they are Chelsea for here. Tottenham phone attack box no. Usually that's what they do. According to Robert Sanchez, Osi Nhyira most of the time Chelsea constantly for long throw and he say opponent team the packet box no. It's almost man who goalkeeper in your space and man mechi. It's when they were doing the set piece preparation, Bernardo Cueva had gone through the process with them. So okay, let us also reply with something that is risky, but maybe can yield results for us. Which Chelsea phone here say Tottenham phone set up some too long through inner. Then they use 3 players: Malo Gusto, Joao Pedro Neto, and Abrante Efreno, Alejandro Garnacho, to stay in behind them. It is a too long through, and that's a players need more machia. You better counter. If you also decide to come back, then it means that the box is free, and your goalkeeper needs to come and catch into share. Once the first throw in came, Robert Sanchez won that throw in, and then long or two, Chelsea had a 3v3. Of course, Omantimi, Alpha Koto, and Young Hornament. Long throw is steadily rising in the English Premier League. If you don't find solutions to it, people will hurt you, and teams will be brace long throwing. In fact, average delay time before long throwing, Brentford, any idea, are doing that a lot of the time, and Chelsea had to find solutions in that regard in the game that they play. There's just something simple I want to ask you about. How did you see Robert Sanchez?
Not bad.
In fact, I think he was very good. Because it's not bad. I think you are taking a little bit of shine away from his performance.
Tima, me no money. You go to Muazim today. When your grandma so on your bad.
So you're Juma now, you?
Mejuma. As a man, I work. Now, Kaza Mimitia, Benyan catchers in Yan Shambe 8. Trying to catch him, said Jumana me.
I did.
Me say, Tima Mia Yimiti. Ashim Jesse. Metamwa Chelsea. Menemo Bakia. Copim say we are Sebesi.
But boy, should also feel you.
Ah, near me, them in film. Tima Mia Yimiti, ya bomb Sakola. Obi crash yam anymore. Catch him say. Yes, yeah, you be ash in person. I have better more. I'm saying, no, I quite even now quite a fact. Over you, only wine.
Over you,
I wasn't as a good wine. Over I know this. Satin will not be my papa.
Did you see this battle?
Yeah, could you say, Kuguea? Nanya bad. It's at the point of time, Kakrabat.
Oh,
later than was over.
It's important.
Of course.
I like Kudus. Who's a Kudus to coincide like I said Odinechi. The respect Chelsea gave him showed where Mohamed Kudus is as a player. He is Tottenham's most prolific player. And Chelsea deployed Kukurea because I know being Kukurea behind him. Sure. And he showed how important Abrante Efreno,
Madrid share Barcelona and share. Yeah. Is it Bayern? I'm saying Germany or do be in Division.
Oh yeah, Bayern are true.
Is it Germany hot dear?
They are the best.
Me who team I bet you Bayern.
Yeah, Liverpool also came back to get a win by 2-0. And Rich, it looks as if Liverpool are going back to what they used to do. No extra touches on the ball, no too much creativity, just direct chaos, and of course bringing the best out of Mohamed Salah. And he was able to register his 250th goal. Erling Haaland, they were just to say CCR or your robots. Now, Rich, now the first goal, they or share player any man, I'm saying, Edumedium. He went to the touchline to celebrate like a robot because he has understood. And he is close to another record or set say in 2022-2023 season. After 10 games, he has 13 goals. At the time, he had 15 goals. Rich, Erling Haaland, for Madrid, it was all of the same. Barcelona needed to get back into the top. Rich, I think this is probably the best I've seen Lamine Yamal in a long time. Another performance against Elche. Lamine is in form and he plays.
No, and it's because we can make kind of story be.
Yeah.
I must say Abrante na Nkasa Gia to say Obafom.
Yeah.
As an say, or the name be Diagra say, a man for Unimbo no dignity. And they say, on one Nkasa set up training at the Diamond after training on one year. Just Oma Abrante and say, it's also Abrante also a focus.
Oh, okay. And that is good.
Very, very focused.
That is good.
And the bars are your mutual navy on one class extra.
At the count. Okay.
And to me, I know one with the ball now.
Rich, and congratulations to our branch friend Marcus Rashford.
Sure. I mean, fantastic.
Yeah, he's playing well as Barcelona. And on a night where Barca needed their big boys, Marcus assistants. Now, if things keep on going how it's going, I'm sure Sebastian be Pisca, Eddie keep your brand, and of course also to Femi Lopez. Now, YMFC this week Champions League go. See, we'll come back.
Yebedi sound coming in. I would do so. Fifi Manfred.
Weekend. You did bet Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, sir.
Africa.
Oh.
Some boys know who push him on as a mudia. I'm a can't know how. I'm a first can say 26 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours.
Wow.
Michelle, and a minimum time for Bonvas for you. Shemia, take a screenshot of the screen. These are the codes, you know. When you have Oko Insurance and Facebook, you get it over there. Say that honum. And of course, me also my Twitter, it's there. Me and my Facebook honum. Thank you, Rich.
Okay. Young transfer insurance of 4.5. If you have a bit to a match.
Yeah, fine.
I know it.
No, you are a patch.
Ura serious is our street.
As I was in patch, I don't patch any as
oh, there be me a casa come home.
Okay,
Pacho can dear. Me come in recra.
Bro, was it?
I mean, me dear.
Brazil.
Papa,
of course, not to be what draw Tefaidia. Our Brazil about
Median Brazil, no matter the major.
Now, we been better started the bomb in the room.
Voice.
Voice. Wow, voice.
Marascana.
I reach a guy, Fatly Obama. Fatly by Obama. I will say Marasca. Sean Knight, deputy. Sean Knight.
Show no tea. Show no. Your editors.
Then your editors need to know
today. We are your proper editor. Or compromising into your proper editor. And open Ayala and Macassa. And was city. Ayala say, and the show no. Apart from say be a coach be na air reaction after a game. And our player be na kabi be near Bebo. Oh, show no so no. Say be a in house. Ubia can send you show no so no. And you're allowed.
Oh, catch it, I say, really, yes,
oh, Debbie from the editor himself.
Because catch it, editors, yes, Timmy. Majority carries the food who override his editing.
It's more voice, you know.
I would move you, you be judged, Manamo. Why? To the voice, my way out to.
They say, tearing apart in his animal starting up. Okay, but in. There we know.
Hi.
Okay, there, mammy. Not your friends, need home view.
Oh, city go move show.
Kofi. This is in which game I have boy and repass argument.
Eh, forest man. Me why you know?
Because of Fugu, game we need Fugu.
Zumia name ya
Fugu.
Umia baby mia.
Say eh bancha. Unfa in crazy na.
Na.
Ano apeti.
Ne bagwe.
Not your first game. You game back.
Yes, and last season again, another for Shem 1-0-3-2-2-1. No. I shall die too.
We solve our problem.
I shall die too. For me, that's the only difference. And can continue neck any problem. Oh, which one is Michelle?
That's it.
Michelle is see Michelle. I can't come and see. If I go, I need him. Senior. A very zero on
maybe. Somebody me to airtime, they are meeting me about the
Bemen, yes, money is my.
Me can't say Temperate. Kofi Brady as now.
So medium prediction for Sam Martin over.
Yeah, because show me simple gra.
We solve our problem. Sean Daichu. That for me that's the only difference. And can continue like any problem. If it was Ange Postecoglou,
I know.
He's in for United. My problem is Sean Daichu.
Anyway,
and yes, she.
They are going to beat them.
It's United straight win.
Win. Win. You bought draw cram and the mama momentra. The bomb pam is kono.
Wow.
Not Everest. Kofi Brady as now.
Oh,
Saturday one cash. No, Jeff. Oh, Jeff. If you are so nipa ne bini o. Nipa e cobra ne bini wi. Jeff, we are Manchester Knickers here. I had a good hand watching my guests say, Richard, what can say be na me production and strike me? Na me chiwa guests so, na me say. Also, what can say? Some bot draw cry Monday, Yampamu studio. Yampamos, I could call him, hey! And I'm picking another DNB.
Can you and you need to now for out.
And you need to America. Can ye? It is a yimasam na kind. Or muni Jeff, you only film. I'm uncle via Kuchano pay able.
Saturday come from him later. You come from him maybe 10 minutes as sana. I live to you she. Then you can see we go for I page on Facebook.
Or no, or catch
up. I don't know got to because watch your final score 2-2. Now, only baby your power pa.
Okay.
On also the voice about me so 80 on.
Mini pa.
Aye.
And there
of blue pa.
Aye. Fifi drone. Yeah, so
what draw cry yen pia. Into the yen pia no and how say wo be juma me ye pia and how want na fie and medjuma now by be pia. No. Hey, Richard. Oh, yeah, dear Fifi, oh, when you draw. Now, Fifi, maybe I will be on the show. Fifi, so when you draw, Ayala, Sokoban Fatibu, Michelle Munina, Love FM DJ hashtag Michelle. Fee air catcher, brand fee air catcher, said, there be a way, Sean Dyke, I didn't know who no draws in way for go, shut.
Every
we are always a hashtag. DJ hashtag ne de send you everything.
You are going to say, oh, my channel is on my broken income.
Now, everybody say, Pamu de to be power, your boss, or you did
no, we only more right now.
Minimum.
You don't even have.
Because,
Honor, Debbie Amicase, Minini Pabibra and Auntie. The cast will be Mishima. Now, we share more. And I'll pay flimsy excuse. Oh, yes, I'm going to be quiet and I've done it. Yet to me at the Biblum Coba Kakra and to my main sass and not Yahan Matissa, Atota and our UEFA Champions League. Now, my main cow said so Babatina at Sana the property and so elbow Manchester for the Bacadam say, Edu baby say, and Jamania Botena, Maya Quaya Bosso, your first about Champions League Sunday, and Janami Hamadumna, Nessis Mutimi qualifier, Ebia UEFA Champions League, no, Monswet Mabomade, and SSC Napoli, woman and Cran for the gamer, woman so elbow. Plaha, woman Arsenal and Ebo, Ubena Letico Madrid, Omni Union SG, and so they say, and Bordeaux Glimt at Tenefio, Omni AS Monaco, and Ebo Juve, Eba Tenefio, and so Torino, and Sporting CP Edisiane, na Amfed, a whole live comment training now, and so Eba, so Liverpool Bobocono, Obo Tenefio, Omni Real Madrid, and Edisiane, and San Olympiacos, and so, and P. Advin and Hoven, Ediasin, Oko, the Parc de Prince, and we have France, and also big game back at Tota, and PSG, Wamo any Bayern Munich and Edisiane. Now for the new Tottenham Sports Stadium, Tottenham Hotspur, at Nafeni FC Copenhagen, and so the SNT where matches are at Tota, where UEFA Champions League, and now pay Yadi on Komakaka, at the Adana Kwabadi Yamadumna, Mame Calf Confederation, Namam Calf Champions League now, and also men for update in the Fanana, since Adam Sacrobia Metema, as Sandroko, and a copy of Calf Confederation or more, and Timan coming in better as he said group studies, and your rooms. No more the parents no at the Bauko group A na Ubenya USM Oje woman and so na when ya Jolly Ba AC and so na fe when your team and dinner at the Sophie now when ya San Pedro woman na group A Uko group B na and no aya with that AC afe ya team and din and so the AS Maniama woman so Azim FC and afe Nairobi United woman so group B Uko group C na Ubenya CR Belouizdad na after when your team and the and so at the Salambech wobom and so group C na when your ASA Otoho Oyo and after team and the at the Singada Black Stars woman sum honum and after group D no na when your Zamalek when your Air Masse na when your Kaza Chiefs na when your Zesco United when the team woman Elbow Aircraft Confederation Oko CAF Champions League in Sudia group A no and no your RS Bakane na when your Pyramid
ho ubenya Rivers United na wanya Power Dynamos uko group B ubenya Ale na wanya Yanga ubenya Afa afo ubenya Kabili Jersey Kabili ho afo uko group C nso a ubenya Mamelodi Sundowns na wanya Hilal ubenya MC Oje na wanya Etwa Lipopo afo uko group D ubenya Esperance Tunis na wanya Simba na wanya Petro Luanda na wanya State Malin nti when teams are women so CAF Champions League no women so eba group stages no sisi ade yanya ne nyina wiente ya no anso yankoba kakra etotwa ewa bibrema na no pe no ye kachire kakra adiama na ye wensem no so etwende ewa nkrofa ma so na ye fa bi fa na we me pacho mami aye La Liga nkoda ne kakra na reporter men saka yesa doctor ni peyin pa ba ko ewa La Liga ma in fact eba ne pa se players ahoɔden a ɛho hia ne yie paa yɛse ɔyɛ specialist ɛwɔ ɛyɛ orthopedic surgery ana afei ɛyɛ traumatology ɛno ne adwuma ɔpanyin ɛyɛ paa na ɛno na ɔde kɔkɔbɔ ɛde ma La Liga mpanyinfoɔ nyinaa sɛ adeɛ bi wɔ so a ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ La Liga no mu ɔma ahwɛ yi a La Liga nkodaa no nyinaa ɛnkyɛ wɔn mu nyinaa bɛpirepire wɔn bɛnya problem ɛbi te sɛ wobɛnya aberanta de tim ade pɛdi mo ana afei wobɛnya Lamine Yamal na wanya Nico Williams mo ubenya Pablo Gavi mo ana afe adese Mastantuano mu nyina ye nkoda Adagule mu nyina ye nkoda yasese wan we ya sa niema no adese be ha mu ye pa ni nyina koba sel na no da na Lamine Yamal classico abrante anya de ko we ya sa abrante ne pra na eno na sa doctor etesa in fact ayade recently La Liga players ni ye pa esa La Liga players no mo ye nkoda wo mu di speed ana edibo game no the possible say o menya sa yade no very high and after player bia one stress physical stress no and after rapid growth and atese sa players no was this niema no ayade e be affect players na ma sa yade ya tese yabubo sui wo nso no etimi anya bie pa na ano na anopai mi din koma kakra any doctors kodin komo so mo ma me pictures na me famra na yewe yade na nkasa esitia me ba cho ma manyo opportunity Facebook ne dia yesa chronic chronic pains enom anso injury na tese ediba yese we player na we obi a ota tu mika tentempa yese ebia abdominal wo no yese wutimi enya problem honom entenu bi na Lamine Yamal enya ana fo groin pato eba wo sere no asiasa eba wo sere no baby a joint ne awade baby a obolobolo no woni hoda ya ta sa problem taba entim ani ya futu a doctor no anso edima La Liga mpemfo so man hwemu ye no mama players na rese no man yi sa physical stress na players ne enyandia and the players no yade a yefre no pubagia no yade ase dodo na ebenya bebre entim ano anso ye kokoba e fi La Liga no edi eba odwumadi so na no pe no me preche kakra anso edi ama na ma me nkomanim na me nkwa Daniel Webeck na mini na brante no ahun koma kakra na ni taki reporter e fi Daniel Webeck akate edi eba ayasa yase this time the brante no likely so betimanya call up adama the Three Lions of England na obeka 2019-2020 ana tese eda ye relegated the team Watford ana mo koye wokwa samba ne Brighton over 6 goals oni Antoine Semenyo ana o goals pe winya Brighton de Alan Hollander wo mo ye players a omo so e goals ye pa reporter menseka from Premier League matches Thomas Tuchel na squad odi eba for England no anya wan asa Brighton din edi Dani Webeck nitaki won so likely say won so ne din betime pm no ye reporter eba dwumadi so na no pe no make che edia mama kato say Paris Saint-Germain game na reporter eba I said to say adri kwabna yesa Brighton say nya injury na yesa ye third grade injury kwabna ye can't third grade injury yes a severe injuries players ni etanya na eno ne kun ye din ye pa yesa no bi ana Brighton ni din ye do say enso enya the likelihood say be Brighton no want me mobo biem amfa ama Paris Saint-Germain age say be January and e be abrante no betimi aba yes January no kwa no e be fi January ekwa be February and e be likely say be betimi enso aba so betimi ayo okay but official communicate at the stand of in injury no enso enya ma no ye reporter etodwa ewo ye adwuma de so but amekọ Arsenal kodi nkoma kakra ekobisa Mikel Arteta say omo game na sa omo game no players ni ye okay na wasi yanka mo bi ante say Victor Jokeras dia abrante na Silver Prague game no enya de say abrante no betimi abobi mpo wo man fa abrante no enso anko say abrante no pra na eno ada wentimi anye training mekọ maka che na enya ni the only player wentimi anye training amfa ama Arsenal bobo kro no players na come say bebre wo mo so antimi anye training esansa yaso mu nyina enso ahu edodo mu a enya sem koto akwa mekọ hwa ya abrante ni din ade Kepa Arrizabalaga wonom anso say no ade say wono wapra Martin Odegaard pra Hebre Jesus pra Gabriel Martinelli pra Victor Gyökeres makane de none madueke de ende enyene anafe Kai Havertz wono so plenty eno ada we players a wo nyina ntimanye training amfa ma Arsenal boboko na against Sylvain Praha wo so ntimi ensia kan amfa ma na no pe no make it kakra enso ede adamo away from Arsenal mame call Liverpool game o mene Madrid enso ebon na Ryan Gravenberch adin koma kakra de aba na yebisa say wo Madrid team ni say na team ni sitia and also in fact Madrid team no physically Madrid a good team na uhe team ni this season the way near esi ko team say Madrid edina ye pa a whole team ni nyina wo mo ye threat adima every single player Liverpool be parity na imom wo mo mienu bi wo ma in fact wo mo de wo ha adwene ye pa na wase wo mo mirika tente ata so mo de ball no so we player na ne omusia na wa mo ani ana wa di betimi adu ye pa baako aye Kylian Mbappe ana baako ye Vinicius Junior anti anu ye dia Ryan Gravenberch me pato Liverpool player adi eba e wo dwumadi so na no pe no make it kakram anso de ma Xabi Alonso ani ebisa nsa nanka mandatory adi ma team bia say wini opponent bia koba within 24 hours no park na mokosi so kan no so ye training na this time mad the mobile Anfield no mo ye training Fede Babas mo ye training was Spain mad the code mo ho ansa na mo pa na ade enti na opeye wan ye training on na kwabno ase mad bi say there tactical variations so we nim na akwa ye training wo ha enkrofasa at stadium where mo dia cameras yi o man no mini be cameras is kwabno so wani be ba ho so no na o form ese ne the tactical dispensation na pese wo ye no on the mad day no ni nyina na tese other team no enso anya enti no ono pa de no ogidie so mo training our Fede Babas ansa no maba eno so ye kama is the reason when tia wo mo so ama me training won Anfield ene ye nkoma kakwa so Madrid head coach Adi Tuta and ye bisa said na free kick beto ha ya ta se Kylian Mbappe and a free kick no bono so enye no kre free kick ba depending on position e da no and players nanka say decide say be a player we emo and say player we emo no no kra abranta de dina di Kylian Mbappe eka players o mu take free kicks no and say be beto na tese we munya bi na so mo so ba eno anso any problem bi na ye reporter etodwa e wodwumadi so na no pe no ye de an koma kakra enso adi edan we e wodwumadi so na no pe no ye ka che so sa adi ema e wo ye nchisa wo do so hwe se ma adwene ye wa adwene kwabna na out de okai o se say wanti wo okay ni ma me azu komenim awo he nchisa wo do so na ja ye hwe de ye enema ensum esi etie enti anya fake kick kwa penalty so eka ho eye fake kicks ana penalty fake kicks ana penalty enti anonso aya koba kakra etotwa ewo dwumadi so na no pe no ye de kakra enso edi edan wo na kwabna ye bisa Xabi Alonso say Liverpool de esisi o mu hio Crystal Palace nkwa toma bo mo tre enti we de say dwuma bia asimo we kwa de na nka ni kwa za mo de mu formation kwasi we de Liverpool team adija no say mono no sa last season but this time ya musi PSG nya team PSG hu so yete na PSG ade Champions League enti kwabna waso no mabaga o makabu bia ema madam di onim Liverpool dada na no a ano parade squad woni mo eba babo nim say Liverpool ekra team eno so aye commenti enkoma kakra mpacha etotwa ewo dwumadi so na no pe ye ka kire ediama na PSG ani Bayern game no kwabna reporter men say ka aye sasa bibia asesande players PSG used no aye 4-3-3 formation no mobo won bebo Chevalier na omabo aye wadamfo William Patrick Camacho Marquinhos bebo Ashraf Hakimi ana fe the word number 2 anasa yakansa number 3 Abranta ni team adi Nuno Mendes Tavares bebo na omabo Joao Neves bebo Vitinha na omabo Waranzari Emre afe ntenten wan say medical kato say dusie duye pera enter back di bakola bestate omabo Mayuru onomanai na Vinta Valescaria and so started from the flanks on afe Bayern so reporter menseka manono ya bestate eje kwesi tabebo na omabo daya topimekano wombebo lema na omabo Stanisic afe Abranta ni dim Adi Pavlovic ebe gran fifio na omabo Joshua Kimmich omabo Serge Gnabry mani Michael Olise ana Luis Diaz ne be gran tenten wanafe Hurricane adran standing nomanai ho eno ya reporter FPSA ana afe Bayern game no edi eba na eno na goalkeeper edi mepacho PSG team no anso e Chevalier yebisan say yekase goalkeeper na ideal goalkeeper aya hwan na or the goalkeepers na be ya no so in fact kwabna wayi goalkeepers was so bia woni attribute eno na ebamu sampa goalkeeper no ene na ye ne dia was anticipation yebisa no say Alisson Becker eba goalkeeper anticipation padia Alisson Becker na ye number 1 and a player with the fit any distribution was he enkane goalkeeper at the City Ederson Moyes wadom ana ekrano ana eba ne area commander watese Tibu Courtois area boss ni nyina obefari nyina eba ne penalty tia so dia was ono ankaza ni nia Magmeyon ana ye ne dia afa eba ne reflexes was it David Raya ana no so ye ne dia ana afa eba ne saves ana player goalkeeping position was it ano dia Gigi Donnarumma dia ana afa eba ne charisma was him Manono ya ana chese currently another Chevalier asian kamo bianta sa adi goalkeeper no wenya ya nkani nyina abekwa diama na chese no enso atimi aye kama yie pa ana Branta ntese so we player de ma PSG akwabna bibie nso kwa so ntimi nya successful e o PSG na fe bibie ntese ntimi ntra PSG ente esanse wo mo de niam de atoto akwam a ebetima mo watena ho ate ana fe wo mo de UEFA Champions League ne kwa no wo betim na so mo mora akoso ye pa obi anim se eba the titles of power friendly Ghana dia PSG na edin nyina we nyina ayade aboa club no ama club no kwa anim ye penti we player na ba sa niam we no kwa no ese wotin hema nso wotimi eko anim ye pa eno ye reporter mpato goalkeeper Edema PSG Chevalier enso adi tuta awo dwumadie so ye bisa head coach Edema Bayern Vision Company say na game no say ano no so ehu niama wo mu wagidie so betimi ati PSG asoma na ano so the capability say we betimi atoma asom no manya perfect match no edno mu team no so say we betimi boni ye dia kwabena wase bibia bekoye anso ade amamo wase so we face UEFA Champions League winner ano chose evad team na ne kwa kobo no we mu mpobo ye pa ata say making harder so betimi awene beta o gidie say na squad ne niama o makika die say ne kwankrobia so the party pese no o beta so mesu betimi enya win essence o ma pepe ye pa ano anso ya Vision Company enkoba kakodi aba ewo dwumadie so na no pe yedi adan wo ano so in fact o impressed with the team spirit the way the team is here 14 matches in a row enya de so o manya defeat individual quality ne wo ho ano fe wasi the way players na sia fa game no atasa na bibia betimi akoye e de mama na ade abako enya PSG e dey ye pa ya say kwabna mo say last minute omo ha ana fans ya police for no be ka dom so wo mu adi yibam mandatory order bi edi aba general order be omusan say players no ebese ni kowe na supporters na ba kwabna yase sisi no say who fi Germany na ba omusu say o person do car kwa ni adade omusu ntimi o we your public transport no and so the cost stadium ho na kwabna de echo ma wom kwa ya say omusu so do tobu to bia kwabna ya proper set one by no ansa na betimi awura stadium ho a watimi enso rest stadium na bayan for say na ade nka momfa na nteme manfa ma plato say ye ba bebo game ade a chen wi game ne beba so no ana mo se mo de order ba ne ade ba kwa na ye se sa PSG de for anka say nyom de ente between PSG ana fe France for no ana Germany for na akabuma wo mo so eteki no mako e de tente no ye reporter etoja e wo dwumade so na no pe no ye de onkoma kakra e de dan wo e wo eye dwumade so na kwabo ade ko anim kakra na mame openya ne tin na de Antonio Conte na mindi Napoli ho nkoma kakra na Antonio Conte si yankam e mo bi anta se Bundesliga no enye behind anasa Serie A na enye behind Bundesliga said amanfo esi hunu no wo so mo nyina ya pe even quality o mu ekra players ewom any teams ewom aso mo nyina ya similar and to say bia beka se Bundesliga e wo so the time Terence Riana one no nya dwen entene reporter etoja ukwa Tottenham Hotspur kwabna about by 11 players no mo nyina so prepro Radu aye Dragusen and Afetako aye Takaya wonu wepra Ben Davis epra Yves Ebiswima Asigre James Madison and the fe Jidan Kruvzaski na Domi Solanke ama da yatia se Matthias Tan so epra na Jaspens and afe kuduso so kwabna yeso munya nok betene wo mu wese bi o betime siaka na no so etime aboa ansort as we prepare ni team ye pa dia Madrid adi babia no why ready na no that game ade ase ne mrante ne born Saturday no so se anu ana Liverpool players ne beto aso dia likely say ne wo musu ebetimi awini against Madrid from the Anfield intie ani a reporter eto dwabusia ebre ni afa enti mayafa dwumade ni nyina so afa ensi ha ewo ensesa wo do so kwabna ensam ne do so ye pa but there say atiefo nsaka ana media ba bibie ni wode a media si
de na before abekono but is na we story bi aba Serie A almost say Bundesliga no so nchen no yes sir
Antonio Conte na chile
say mi busawa the major top 5 leagues no we say wo EPL La Liga Serie A the French league and the Bundesliga no then I will be choose now so best what they yenye no pecking order and free number 1 famra the last number then I be picking as on number 1
make you so Premier League
no
na fa La Liga
okay
nam the Bundesliga ba asana me the Serie A ba
okay today Serie A no better fourth asana what the French league no kato okay then yama yetiefo ni ahefo nso mrem na monso monfa mo answer emra the major 5 leagues about Europe no then I'll be as of best in the pecking order no yen free a stromra from top to a bottom approach into from a through to form no then I'll be as number 1 number 2 number 3 number 4 number 5 we to the abasi here na ya can come message no and so etimi edi amamo whilst ya betwen say Fifi Manfred ene besma ko usu bempa ya lan so beba na afie di nkomo no etimi edi amam but makacha mo say die tie nie say Stomach Bank say o ma hu say ni padodo na enya ya nka omunya besia komitimi di acheche o ma hemu pa but aya ade ba ko a ebo nipa ni hu pa no e the interest rate na no mu bi obi mi ye nam so me nkwaje bank bisia bi na ja I'm fan sort near maybe. Hey, me kwaya. Sikano imagine interest rate no. Chese. Sikano imagine bad times to them. Oh, David. Where they mean to me. Hey, na sikano da ba ne tena me twa Auntie ama say ni padodo na enko bank. No ma kwa kwaje besia na say aye den dia ma omo so. And it Stomach Bank say, on we be na promo dia to. Oba. Am interest rate na wo form pa. So nti hu no our form and inti obajisika ni bia baboa amam nso no watimi ade akwakote wa hyemunti so personal loan car loan o pesika bi kura ofia wusi obetimi dia to aso ni na no one Stomach Bank akotena se a onbeni na kama no mama abese a onso obetimi ade akwakowie inti just walk in awo Stomach Bank eno mo nkotena se na afi omomwa na onsa enka ayebese no and so ebi ene anope makato so sorry bia rush energy drink no ma no mpa ho num bi esansa no na wo de start day na ebema hoɔden na wayɛ adwuma ebra onte brebia ewum esansa caffeine wom ginseng wom sanso na vitamins ewum ani na no ebetimi aboawo ama onso day no etimi aye god ade ama na onya hoɔden soronko kra ode ebɛyɛ adwuma nti aye rush energy drink na make comfort ade ama wo ene anopa ye wie ni saa no maka chaw say yade ya nti anytime bia ubon say yade no hunem pupuye kakra so symptoms da was so ano ntem yade bi te se koko ye fa no normal but if for yade akese na nipa ye nya ni na it started with koko afa no koko de se nya yade koko yade pa se we entwiti me pa chaw usisi eya wo ya me pacho kotobi honam eya wuya awo emma oba na bema sanso na blood pressure yi o de ne high obi nso ani de ne low ni nyina wa hwe a ebetimi akofa aksam kese pa edi amantim pacho anopa me kamfo adura ya tuni din reko heba mesha aye kojo reko royal enterprise omna de say aduri edi abedwa so me pacho akrase doctor no na drobia sofomo a utimi se dre eye adwuma kama pa abibidro kama broni ne nsa enim okọ promise abasisi a ebi ho Fredimens okay sac pharmacy patase wondina no nsa betimi akabi oboase na wa mpacha obetimi akọ Time FM Utek FM kuma senso no edroni bi awo Breman Pentecost. Thank you Jesus building ma ho na kojo reko sofo awa obetimi na din komo awo 0244 470067 na waje edroni bi etimi anom me patro me siesie yedem bronyan office o siesie ho makacho sa ade ahia pa so peso obi judia aye first impression ohia pa se nipa no benya gidie wo mu a ede ohia no behu around you ene be mena nya gidie wo mu se ampa enipa asmesi se me re kohye ni mu a enu mebi ma ono so no enkuyimi emma enti Alaska Star Enterprise and American for diama say odem ho sisi hoye office ho obu ono ma business awo ye ne enkoyie because office ho no obi ero akonya responsible ojim sika obedi so ko wura ho no aniema bia na nka opesu hunu wa hu sa aniema ninna no oko Alaska Star Enterprise from wallpaper, blanketing, echo panel, bedspread, TV, modern TV stands and TV backlight, sofa cover, bedside lamp, decorative watches, and if nindina no oko Alaska ha ebi ewa unsabi timi and so I can be abo na ODSC office ana ese eye odina was here we no ne munina aye kama pa yewo Kumasi adum ye ben boss FM I would also pay a dino and abrosina Mrs. Anache Plaxano emua ana yewo Enkrafomonko Circle Tito Lane 0256 330075 Uniat Practical Institute ana echo na yakusua aye computer makachira se the computer no upe abeka enipa ye ho enti o ye graduate na upe adwuma aye na anya CV so fefe but unchere nim computer mu a ebede pa enso etimi ediama so so no obi ebefa wadwuma na onso etimi anya adwuma aye eni ntimi sraw ko Uniat ho na yenchew aye computer courses bebre ebi aye software engineering, computer hardware and mobile phone technician, AI no crowd artificial intelligence no and the course be a baby the room song into be we need to so abene pa CCTV installation and management, data analytics in the no a Uniat and a woko now so akosua bi school no said the wa obrani city bia ya in such a way say ebe fetio open regular abetimi akọ open weekends abetimi akọ open anwumra obetimi akọ distant class and so obetimi aye na Uniat bibia aye kama ade amawo me pacho yo Kumasi ya take kwan ya odi kokromi odi also persistent so bus stop na usi forma no friend number 0555 383848 na one Uniat mpanifo eni enkomo ene anopay makacho say social media no so no woyɛ transaction biara na wɔn ani ada hɔ ɛsan sɛ azanfoɔ no aba hɔ papapapa ɔmu bu nipa na dwumakuo baako ɔmo sɛ from World Vision Foundation no ɔmo asɛm nyinaa ɛyɛ tietia ɔmo sɛ ɔmo ma lo na lo no ansa na ɔmo de bɛma ɔmo bɛka kyerɛw sɛ tua biribi kakra ansa na ɔmo de sika no bɛma mo a ɔmo nso deɛ ma ɔmo gye sika no a ɔkɔduo wɔn ɛna ɛkɔ na ɛsɛ ɔmo adu sika no ɛdi ɛno ɛna ɛnɛ World Vision Ghana ɛde abɛto nhyɛn fɛ anim sɛ ɔmo yi so ɔmo din ɔnso ɔmo de ɔmo yɛ credible nti ɔmo yɛ ɔmo so ɛyɛ World Vision Ghana company na ɛna ɛma loans me paatɔ ɔmo nim ɔmo baabi a ɛyɛ azanfo a ɔmo na ntentafidie no so ɛgye nipa dodoɔ na esika edi ɛno no ɛne nti ɛyɛ anaw nso no wama w'ani ada ɔsɛ ɛbi obi ahyase no didi di nkɔmɔ so ofiri World Vision Air Foundation ampaatɔ fɛ number wei sisi ana yɛn nkyɛn no 0509 823962 na watumi a report ama yɛakyɛ ne ntɛntɛm na kyɛ sɛ ɔno nso ansan ankwankɔbu obi 3000 ɛna ɛdi ewie yɛn first batch no na 3000 deɛ ɛyɛ aburokyerefo bɔgafoɔ mo app no so ho ade ntinam sɛ yɛ abɔgafoɔ app ɔte aburokyere na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔsɛn ne sika ɛde firi baabi a wɔ no ɛba Ghana ɛyɛ 3000 nti deɛ ɛdi kan ɔbɛ download app no ɛwɔ phone no so ɔkɔ app store hɔ a ɛno ano nso ɔbɛ search for ɛyɛ 3000 na ɔdownload the app no ɔdownload wie ya ɔbɛtumi de asɛn ne sika bi a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔde firi aburokyere ɛde ɛba Ghana na very very simple ɛnyɛ den koraa ɛnyɛ tedious papa sisa deɛ mumu ya ɔde sɛn ne sika ya na ɛsɛ ɔnso watumi ɛde asɛn ne sika no ɛde aba Ghana na no na 3000 sɛ ɔmo nso aduru bere a ɛsɛ ɔmo give back so ho ɔmo ne ma yɛ adwuma ɛsɛ ɔmo nso tumi kyɛm biribi ɛne nti yɛde ɛyɛ biribi aba yɛato ne din tap give back ɛyɛ reward na deɛ kyɛn na ne sɛ wode ɛkɔ so a na sɛn sika no nipa 100 anaa customers 100 a ɛyɛ 3000 ɛbɛbɔ ɔmo aba so no sɛ wodin ɛtumi awura mu a ɛda ne sika a wosɛne biara no yɛbɛsan asɛne de same sika no ɛde ama wo back a wompɛ wei na ɔpɛ deɛ nti aburokyerefo no nyinaa mesɛm abɔgafoɔ no mo download tap send na momfa nsɛne sika biara mpɛ sɛ mode ɛfiri aburokyere ɛba Ghana ɛno ɛna ɛde aba 1044 insha 104.5 first batch yɛmfa mo nsia na yɛnkɔdi nkɔmmɔ kakra mmra ewie a ne yɛde ɔmɔ maka no ɛnso atumi atoam so insha 104.5 Tuesday edition UEFA Champions League yɛnkɔ preview no ɛma mo Kofi good morning yo ɛsɛn Nyame adom wɔyɛ sure so aso ɛyi no okay paso adeɛ wo nsɔ paso okay then okay atefo yɛ keka nneɛma asi ani so ho na yɛde fifi Manfred atum sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ ɔbɛstarte UEFA Champions League preview no ɛde amaminim sɛ ne boys bɛkɔ fikisiem na yɛayɛ biribi kakra so ho ɛno nti ayɛ na nso watumi ama waso abɛn ha so ho na ho sɛ deɛ ho nsɛm no nso ɛbɛsi akɔ ɛde ama mo na ɛnɛ games no interestingly Liverpool ɛne Real Madrid na ɛbɔ PSG ɛbɛtena fie no mo abɔ ɛyɛ Bayern Munich Slavia Prague ɔmo ɛne ɛyɛ Arsenal ɛne ɛbɔbɔ Juve Sporting CP Torium FC Copenhagen ɛne the other games ni nyinaa ne yɛbɛwuram 9 matches ɛna ɛnɛ ɛba so a ne nyinaa ne yɛbɛwuram na afei yɛdi nkɔmmɔ no ɛtumi ɛde ama nti wobɛtumi de message no afa YouTube Nhyira TV na yɛkenkan ɛnso ɛtumi ɛde ama ma sɛ question na mebisa na manfo interest wom paa AJ Ministries na mebisa sɛ sɛ wohwɛ the 5 major leagues a yɛbɔ ɛwɔ Europe na mame yɛ sɛ aba ayi ne nhyɛ ma so nti ɛsɛ ame mehu sɛ Kofi mame yɛ sɛ mɛte wo nka yɛasɛ wo no sɛ ɔno na ayi no ɛhyɛ na so nti aba Pacho, Otenenka. Okay. Nade ti fo bobo ye ne. Pacho ye. Titi fitafo no. Tiaso. Unite. Na odnano akotwifuo no. Yeso. Yeso omonum ni na aku. Who did what chief was? And the boys is so. Yeah, the machine, this is one any got. But if my man has a matunka, there be a matunka. Brian, what did Brassy, Dinka Brassy? I'm said, Dinka Brassy now. Say, agent Hokaka na. And such a jumade. I think for Monfanche machines na a document sometimes a very kakrana technicians a good so more hena. Yet me a quarter take our board no so na yedin komono. Kama pa a day amamo. But before no nami bisa say Sauko Europa, you're the 5 major leagues. EPL, Serie A, La Liga, Bundesliga, and the French league, you know. They are now being as best. It we can say you're in the pecking order. So from number 1 to the last one, which is number 1 to the 5th one, no. Now message be brave and it's for near for answer to me at the about AJ ministers also be EPL, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, and the French league. We also be Premier League, but on the one for the top 5 for no ma okay. Yeah, say Kofi. Yeah, start to be Kakrawa so. Start to be Kakrawa na we are. Possibly be to do mana yenko board no so na yenko din komo no.
Oh, yeah, more Hakra na. Say near Champions League.
Yeah, Champions League in
Champions League they say and there are 2 major games.
Liverpool, Real Madrid.
Liverpool going away, staying at home to play against Real Madrid, and then
PSG,
Paris Saint-Germain at the Parc des Princes versus Bayern Munich. Rich, you see, last 2 weeks we started the conversation around say, in a conversation on the Champions League, and that is exactly what it is right now because we are getting to the point where it is about whether who team you are in a position to qualify to the knockout phase automatically in the Champions League. But near the group stage and in the new format of the Champions League, the mind interested. It gives us some level of uncertainties. Apart from even the facts here, big games, the big game conversation is there, and then that is granted. But then there is always the conversation around the uncertainty of teams a bit turning up at the later stages of the conversation, which is very important. And now, so Ushe table no swap. The top 6 no, and the top 8 no down automatically go through no. Talk of the likes of Real Madrid, talk of the likes of Arsenal, Inter, Bayern Munich, Dortmund, Man City, Newcastle, who stand in that area no, almost a very, very good chance of qualifying no, which is good. But the bigger question is that can they be able to sustain it? Because Obi say cornerback say
Kofi say we na yinti
match
ni over so bono fako bra I think for mama en switch na enko board ne so technicians na down mamo SCC machine di amanti yen switch enko board ne so na Tommy ya de papa ya de Tommy ya de pa keka niema asi eni a iwia
na ono na the problem ne buy as a problem no be na the buy because they don't know I fast that they don't know
so kitu bi na da
I don't know okay
and our hands were titi evitafo ni bia tia so you na no atwo
na petrol gu na nu which a Champions League today almost there is nothing extra. We will touch on the games and then we'll go to the show. New command come on. Which I was talking about teams now at that the top half, you know.
Okay.
Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern, Inter, Arsenal, Real Madrid, Dortmund, Man City, and Newcastle. The fact that one here there is going to be a pseudo saying to say, oh, you're okay, but oh, you're okay. Especially because so share the points gap between even the first position and their other even the 15th position reach just too much space. So that is why the likes of Barcelona, Liverpool, Chelsea, Sporting CP, Qarabağ, Galatasaray, and Victoria Mospe know that this match week is very, very important to them, and then they need to go and win. And then on Tuesday, the games that we are going to play, we'll see very, very interesting matchups. And one of those ones, the journey of Mikel Arteta's team traveling away to go and play in Czech Republic in Prague. And they'll play against Slavia Prague. Very, very good team. Very stubborn. The last time out, they went away to Atalanta to go and play. I expected them at least Comenia draw here from Atalanta were better on the night. They lost that game. It has put Slavia Prague at a place where they'll be out of the Champions League automatically. And unfortunately for them, they are meeting an Arsenal team under Mikel Arteta that is high scoring and high firing on all cylinders. Last October, they didn't concede a single goal or competition, BMU. And then again, starting November, they started their first game also winning without conceding a single goal. Defensive solidity at its best, and then making sure everything goes on well for them. One player that we are expecting not to start, a branch friend of Victor Gyökeres, and a gamer. Arsenal away to team a friend of Slavia Prague, Prague, Akobo game. We are here. He said it's possible starting line number Julian Timber, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, David Raya in post, Miles Lewis Kelly, Christian Norgard, Declan Rice, Trossard, Eze, Marino, and Bukayo Saka. Which it looks like Arsenal for no arrested some key players kakra because way a match they know that the opposition and they can manage to get the win. I still think Arsenal will avoid a defeat against Tima, your friend of Slavia Prague, when they go away to Prague in the capital of Czech to go and play against them. Then Toria Mospe, after they lost against Chelsea, Thomas Frank has a big opportunity to come back to try and get a win in the Champions League. Baby, other Champions League, you bad. In fact, he's one of the teams that perform, creditably well at our Champions League, and they will need to back it up against him, my friend FC Copenhagen. I think that they have been a little bit too careful. Say, Thomas Frank and Kasa, so coaches smaller teams now usually are more defensive minded than attacking. You can see it occur away to Monaco. Any match Sawabo, the last time out against Villarreal, our Champions League. It's a game that I think that Thomas Frank, with all of the issues that happened in the game against Chelsea, they should be able to win.
Maybe because Tottenham they see any more in the Champions League. Auntie, I am not person careful.
And also as a manager, yeah. Also as a manager, no history with lower tier teams, Brentford more, which are more defensive. But I think that Copenhagen there, at home, yes, the Danish side are good, but then Tottenham must be fans who are unhappy. I think Tottenham actually wins this game, and then anytime goal scorer or some match him, Mohamed Kudus, I think opens up his Champions League accounts for this season. Or a game up on the ball, of course, in the starting lineup, it doesn't look like Mo Cruz is starting. Udogie, Mickey van der Ven, Christian Romero, Pedro Porro, Rodrigo Bentancur, Palhinha, Simons, Johnson, Randall Kolumoni, and Wilson Odobe will make that starting lineup. I think that they have enough firepower at home to get the job done. Reach quickly into two of the big games that will obviously take up the airways and enumerate. And I don't know where you want to start from, but let's go to France first. Vincent Kompany is getting the plaudits, and rightly so. I think that he has worked hard and he deserves all the credit at Onyano for the results that his team has gotten. It's more Bono, and it's actually efficient. You can't take anything away from them. It's a team that so Chiso or Chiobino or Shena. And you're just 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-0. Sometimes they don't even concede. And he's doing something that is very, very similar to the things that his master taught him. I'm talking about Josep Guardiola. The history between Bayern, any team like Alfredo, Tottenham Hotspur, Rich Ocean games now, there is always a winner. It never ends in a draw. So that is our first cue for the bet. So, Tottenham Hotspur match, Bayern Munich game against Paris Saint-Germain, there is going to be a winner. Maybe we don't know who the winner is going to be, but there's going to be a winner. I'll tell you at the end what I think is going to on.
So the first clue in say
there's going to be a winner.
Game Emma Yapon is will be answered.
In the Champions League. Yes. In the Champions League, there is a winner.
Okay, so the first one.
Yes.
Okay.
And of course, so we need to say at least one goal but two. Most of the times, also games now are saying most of the times 2 or more goals, but at least one goal ever two or some match. I mean, that is the first clue. The only team still unbeaten in Europe's top 5 league, AFC Bayern Munich. And Rich, this the biggest opposition Bayern will meet? Because you say Obian Sheno, but people say, oh, Germany, they are Germany. Champions League holder, Paris Saint-Germain, Louis Enrique, Parc de Prince, Ahanoba Shah. Maybe the people will begin to take Vincent Kompany.
Many school of thought in here.
Yeah.
This is the real deal.
Yeah.
At this Bayern team.
Yeah.
Because me say in the Bundesliga, Germany hodie.
Yeah.
This is a me team will be to Bayern.
Yeah.
Dortmund team.
Okay.
Bayer Leverkusen team no after Xabi Alonso free or no.
Yeah.
Team na say.
Yeah.
What I say? How many teams are Ebiana and bet me a moment of time kaka. And in the Bundesliga all the number conquer will be yeah. By in the Champions League, you know. Yeah. Say some share Chelsea grow
yeah.
And another real test yes our game we. This is a Paris Saint-Germain team at the Parc de Prince or Bishop go.
Yeah.
We are there you score. Yeah. But the Bayern team also like you said
strong.
We are them very strong they will score.
Yeah.
One shot 3, 4. Yeah. The least score the Bama is 2.
Do you think that the game will come down to near defensively or solid and as an attack here sharp? Then I will be decide the game.
And then no
sharp attack or solid defense.
Omumi no be a defense instead than you
but the attacks only defense now maybe can't remember Paris Saint-Germain
because of Marquinhos.
Yes, any Pacho
combination,
yeah.
Tane omunyadeza.
Oh, Jonathan Tade onuru level.
Opamecano.
Onuru Marquinhos.
Sa.
Onuru. Omu you okay
for Jonathan Tade experience oh. We senior man the best senior man. If you Opamecano dey me no be adwen.
We do say tell be team share senior man we trying to push one say senior man you more America kra. I say like emogo.
Okay. And who the defense no who the Bema PA.
Paris Saint-Germain yeah.
But game will go to Bebempa.
Yeah, so it means that you are going that it will be hinged on a prolific attack. And the attack estimates you are making difference, the probably wins. Which when we talk about the defense,
game with 3.5 over 3.5 Roberto.
Hey, Metis work over 3.5. The other win here when you bring
goes to Bebempa.
Metis work over 3.5 da.
Goes to Bebempa.
4 goals or more. Another
here. God, 2 teams will be able to goals.
Another here.
Which
made the Champions League is actually some time. Match is so 1-0 in Japan.
Teams in Beshe.
Goes by back. Okay, Mr. Any record. But the 2 fullbacks of Paris Saint-Germain, hold on, Rich. Nuno Mendes about 38 games, was 7 goals and 4 assists. Achraf Hakimi about 67 games, 9 goals and 14 assists. It means that the fullbacks of Paris Saint-Germain are going to be important. Like Gabi Eka, Desiree Doué out of this game. Now, what we are expecting, and it's a Paris Saint-Germain team, Lucas Chevalier, Marquinhos, Pacho, Nuno Mendes, Achraf Hakimi. Then, of course, in the middle, João Neves, Vitinha, Warren Zaha-Emery, Badi Bakola, Mayulu, and Branche Vicha, Kvaratskhelia. Of course, the likes of Ousmane Dembele are all back and they are going to be on the bench. On the side of Bayern Munich, Konrad Laimer, Upamecano, Jonathan Tah, Stanisic, Pavlovic, Kimmich, Olise, Gnabry, Luis Diaz, and Harry Kane, which there's just one thing I want to point out and I'll give you my prediction. Just how both managers use their fullbacks. Luis Enrique using the fullbacks as the high and wide. Into Obama, Hakimi, any Nuno Mendes, Ako high and wide to keep the weight. Senebaya, Vicha, Kvaratskhelia, Beba inside. Bakola can come inside and operate in a half space. But it is slightly the opposite for Vincent Kompany. Vincent Kompany uses a match friend Konrad Laimer, like how Enzo Maresca uses sometimes Marco Correa. For him to rather come into the half space, Senebaya Olise rather will keep the weight. So that is the different way. Stanisic same, sometimes as part of the back three and build up, or invert into the middle of the park. Senebaya said Gnabry rather comes into the half space on the right hand side, and Luis Diaz does the job on and off the ball. Which I think this is the night where Bayern gets stopped.
In fact,
I think this is the night.
I never say.
I think this is the night. Their best is going to be a draw. But on the basics of how this game never comes with a draw, no, in the Champions League, makes me believe that if there is going to be a winner, then it's going to be Paris Saint-Germain. Okay. That is where I think that there's possibly going to be a winner quickly. Which I like this thing that's Madrid for a year. And then they're a very class club. For them to go back, you see, I'm more interested in Liverpool. Their coach, Xabi Alonso, Trent Alexander-Arnold, have all played for Liverpool before. It's going back. It was the time to go and lay their rifts in honor of Diogo Jota, who had passed just last summer when the season was about to start. And this is a note at Trent Alexander-Arnold, Echoma, Diogo Jota. And the long and short, and they say, who's that Diogo Taibo game pad? He bought a console, a gamepad, just to say, he misses him to a brand here friend of Trent Alexander-Arnold, the Liverpool players spoke about him. Which Alexander Isak is not going to be in this game. Game where the starting lineup that we are hearing is Domenico Szoboszlai, Ibrahima Konate, Virgil van Dijk, Milos Kekes, Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister, Cody Gakpo, Florian Wirtz, Mohamed Salah, and their brand friend Hugo Ekitike leading the lines for them. Madrid are coming into this game with a lot of confidence. Believing say they'll be able to do their job at home. This is the possible lineup also for them. Militao, Heitzen, Carreras, Valverde, Chimeni, Gole, Bellingham, Vinicius Junior, Camavinga, just like in the Clasico. That's exactly how Madrid are going into this one. Rich, who's he going here?
Liverpool
at home. I agree with you. I think Liverpool upsets the Hawks when they play against Madrid or Honor. Mami and Fancy Juve will play tonight. I think that Luciano Spalletti first game will he will win. Antonio Conte bets Nefia against Frankfurt. It's a double chance for Napoli after the research here. Rich, so Napoli double chance against Frankfurt. Arsenal straight win against Slavia Praha. Atletico Madrid straight win and over 1.5 against Union Saint-Gilloise. Bodo Glimt playing against Monaco. It's a game that will go goals of 1.5. Juventus straight win against Sporting CP. I think it happens. That was Turin. Liverpool double chance or a straight win against team friend Madrid. But in most of the bet codes, it's an either team to win and over 1.5 inside game. Right. Just like the Paris Saint-Germain Bayern game. Tottenham should be able to win. I am avoiding Olympiacos, PSV in a match. I don't trust both teams. It's rich. Right. That is it for me. Uko Fikesiema, Mamao, Coates, 5, like we did on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the street. And then Miriam, Tyler, giddy, never saw my name on staircase. So, and then I was seeing how my first car, I'm okay. And then we go again Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. First code no a BW1E963529. That is the first code. Second one a BW1E960B62. Third one a BW1E965EAA2. Fourth one and last one I'm about saying a BW1E95B55A. Rich, wow, she be able to take screenshots. And I say, okay, on all the social media handles are 51 for Twitter, Facebook, you'll find them there. Rich, me that's
51 for the na ye movie on in Shawans 4.5 ye gusua UEFA Champions League matches discussions at the amamna ya befie at the classical Ghana version build up at me at the Abram meaning komo kitwebi mincha kra we have best out to Champions League and come on so at the amamo as usual yenkodi adrona say obefa bia na obi e kan ho asem cement vita herba mesha and capsules and ipadudo na etwanitia ekano agan eni hu komo kakra ewia besma ko zu bempa ya lan so ba be to so Eddie, am I opening? Okay.
I'm a Richie. Yes, sir.
Fetch me.
My boss.
Mesamo man can ye cry.
man can
any time ever.
Yes.
Any time ever.
Yes.
And AD and Como. Penny, with the father me.
Papa Richie.
In common.
Man, run back. Man, also. You, with the better was in this Maka crowd, the Achemi say. Abra ye sport na yetieti ye koso bi ase na pamudu so hia pa if is only ahoden abo no kra be da nya ahoden atimi akọ akohwe bi eti abusia mesrem sima kakra di animu nya abotre na afi ye ntwetwe nkomo kakra emfa ya pomuden ho eye time herba KNG company and a wo time herba mixture malaria dru a etu trade ana say etu malaria sekra efri honum na KNG Korea na say wo time HH herbal mixture and in the capsules and then your general well-being e ye onipadua no nyina adwuma efri osoro ebesi form say honam no ayemre wakora tokroboni bi mu ene ma nkoyie kura ema oba wani nje e wompam ni nyina wo hia time HH herbal mixture na abo wadi wakagina mu make nyina mepacho pi oko all the pharmacy shop drugstore and herbal shops a wonsa ebeka ye na emprepre mu ide sa pepepe na eye KNG ewo time herbal mixture ewo time HH herbal mixture ni enu kai ni nyina asa awo eye Kenoga herbal clinic eye aso ye soronko a aba ye boa na fe yesa adofo yare wona ne mankoye woni padua mu firi osoro besi form de atochi mabia Kenoga herbal clinic Dr. Nana Watafrija kofa bai ono na de sa eye asopiti nwanwasoi aba ye kira kwan wo adeja espresso adeja imprem ya Dr. Atanasia wo hwe ayarefo me pacho bomodin na gi number ina Fred Doctor na ne ntwetwe nkomo sisi Fred was 020 40 053 and now 027 83 73 018 the patch of Dr. Sisia Watanase machire mu no ye chira kwan no espresso adeja odi ewudru espresso na usi Ophelia Junction o say taxi drivers na ono pese wo call adeja na abesi Sakora Junction adeja Sakora Junction Papa Richie yensu ya bibi kakra mfa yare a ye friend diabetes ye sichire yare ho no krasem ni edi ada senya pa ye if it's a diabetes no senya me amfa kwan mu na wunya bia etimi ma o mema ye etosini saa so na wo ye oba so a etimi ma wagudie wo mpamu nyina etosini se bi wonsa wo buo nyina ebe problem dan chen so krampo a etimi ma wo ho timi be ye den ema wo diabetes kro ye etimi ma wunya kidney failure etimi se wo liver ani niema bebre e wo yam ne onipadua nyina diabetes ye sichire yare sempo bibi twa wo a den se kro ni betimi awu ebu onu ma ni kro ni timi di years sebi meseme kan wudidi afache me enam se kro ni ngu na afa dru babi mpo a na eyi nka afa wo se edokọ asopiti kasiem ni ekotwa sa ahona makwa ne free ho ana ekotwa wo nan ana wo nsa no mpo edi free ho nom tie yare ehu paye ewiase nyina no obi obenya diabetes bia na esichire yare bia na echese no ho den san mu na mesre se diabetes no hye ne ma me bebubo yinso se wuhu bi wo wakwa mu a ewo se otutu mrika na wo de wani kire Kenoga herbal clinic yasoye ne ekwa wo mu a edi kan no ebi ananse won se wo tai no nsuo bebre ebu a weather no kan nsuo toto timi se weather na ye smooth pa chese awowo mu nsuo de kakra na nsukom ye de edewo kakra no wanum aye dry diabetes no the signs and symptoms no baako eno no obi also so a ne hunamani timi ye nkunchire meka se skin rashes etimi gu no na no broni beka se skin infections eto no heat kakra bi ba ya na ebi a rashes bia start egu no obi betimi aka se yare ananse na etotototo ne nipadua ho ni nyina no immune system ekofom wa bra meka se diabetes sichire yare no etimi atake over body edan chenso so a obabu timi so sunya vagina infections bia ya obi awura hokoye ne ho yie ono nko akọ ho ba ya abesisisie no onya infections wonase bibi kitua bi one be machia mu ano onya infections wonase diabetes no signs no sana ebi so etie ena obi onom so a oye adwuma kakra bia no atebre onante kakra bia no atebre Afe so brand nyina achi no say ye adwumaden po no yanke wo se fifrete na fifre no entimi ente no otimi nya dry skin da bia ne skin no aye dry fifre no emma ni nyina diabetes ne science no ebi no obi wo so a anadwomu no a wo se wotimi da no anadwo no nyina wo de beye jonso obe jonso throughout the night na make an obu onumu a obeda no onum ensuo onum suo dodo no eno no de edanchen eno obu so di white rice make asem mufufuo yi bi na nwumre no odi bi ansa no obeda eno no de basa obetimi ajonso but diabetes science ne de utimi wo se jonso no ebro so na nipa na jonso nyina so no na ehuro esa wo jonso no ani me pacho ebase ya hyenenso tutumrika na fa woni kire Kenoga Herbal Clinic me pacho je number yi prem ya Fred Dr. CCA na ne monkomo Safre number no was 020
020
20
20
40
40
053
053
020
020
20
20
40
40
053
053
ana 027
027
83
83
73
73
018
018
me patch your friend number nene doctor entwetwe nkomo na se won se wo so tia na yete wo didi all right na so pon se wo didi ni nyina no wo behwe na wo so tia na etie wo shedan ye exercise se wo pese wo so tie na so still a wo lose weight me patch your diabetes no the science no ebino no na se so onsa no efenfrem o pay yi saa na wo nan ya no so efenfrem o eti ni nyina eye niema ebo nka ye se glucose na dɔɔso wɔ nipadua nom ana sikyire ana nkyene dodoɔ na wudi no adɔɔso wɔ nipadua nom tie wɔ sɛ wotete nneɛma so ana sɛ wɔn sɛ sɛ de mmerɛyo bi abade a tutumrika for ne kyerɛ Kenoga Herbal Clinic na meka we nyina obi a obenya diabetes biara no ɛboa so ma na hrawa ɛbɛyɛ mmerɛ ana ne sabo ɛbɛyɛ mmerɛ ana ne kidney so bɛyɛ mmerɛ na kyɛ sɛ sɛnea wɔ sɛ function no ntimi nyɛ saa ɛba saa so etimi gyaa wɔ yare a yɛ dwodwo yare a friend stroke so betena wo so a ma me ne papa na che se wa wie ye ya aba no odofo me pacho se wunu sa aseniema mabobo so nyina entwentwen wo na ase kura tutumrike fa woni kire Kenoga Herbal Clinic ya so ye wo stresso adeja na Kenoga Herbal Clinic wo ba ye honom ne bia wo free Roman Hill na eba me pacho eye Zongo police station honom a ubetimi enya car ewo honom Zongo police station abenya adeja car straight wo enya biso ubetimi afa eputuoja esresso car si Ophelia Junction catch taxi drivers no more say me pacho me kwa adeja me ko Kenoga Herbal Clinic na mesi wo Sakora Junction usi ya peja wanim tenten so a obehunu Kenoga Herbal Clinic saa so na wo free Accra Road anase ejoso portam na eba si wo Anwaga Junction usi Anwaga Junction a obenya adeja car straight e de aba wo enya biso obenya eputueje espresso car senior matchrim na usi wo Ophelia Junction a obenya adeja car na wasi wo Sakora Junction saa so na KJT a wo ba nsu ase anase edum eye police station ho no mo a obenya adeja car straight e de aba yaso ye me pacho pi oye obi a wo pe awo 190 mfie bebre ni wo chinchini abre abamubuo ya aba fa wani kire Kenoga Herbal Clinic yaso ye beboa na wo so wanya ba ne bi saa so na nanse wo yefunu sanfro udidi a wo yefunu ya wo ya wan didi so a wo yefunu ya wo ya wo se obo ano ehhehye wo paa yie udidi wie ya asmenya heartburn enkanka se wadi aduane bi a menka ne se eye spicy food se bi kura ginger ewo mu anase bi kura akakaduro anase wadi aduane a garlic ewo mu chese otwa no ba bi a enye all because wanya peptic ulcer me pacho tutumrike for nature Kenoga Herbal Clinic yaso ye ne enkwa omwa abra me sorry si saji number ibiem ne frey sisie ne ne wo entwetwe nkomo ma mba wo yare so a enchese Kenoga Herbal Clinic ni ano aduro ye pure organic ene ye de ye adwuma wo ho nubra ahahama enua hini ano onam pa yie ene ye de sa yare frey was 020
020
20
20
40
40
053
053
020
020
20
20
40
40
053
053
and now 027
027
83
83
73
73
018
018
Kenoga Herbal Clinic Espresso Adeja Papa Richie
edamase pa nti mesamo na yedi diabetes ho nkomo sɛde akyekyeem no symptoms ne bi no ne abɔbɔ so nti wo hena wotahu bi woni padua ni mu a ntam na wakona doctor nso atimi ahwɛ ama ho atimi ato. All right, yɛnto dwumadie no so na before no na ayala ɛbɛsɔ baton no mesamo yɛmfa asara ne bi ma amwa automobile na makacho sɛ woyɛ car owner na wopɛ sɛ wo car no dada ne san ɛba ɛyɛ munumu a wokɔ ɛyɛ amwa automobile na ɔmasiesie wo car no kama paa ɛde ama yɛbɛspray car no fɛfɛfɛfɛfɛ deɛ di kan body works wɔ ho siesie car no ho ɛmɛki sure sɛ baabi a tekyema biara no yɛsiesie ansa na ɔmo de spray no ɛbɛgu ho a ɔmo ɛde agu ho ebia woyɛ car dealer wowɔ Ghana ha anaa wɔ aburukyire na wotie show ya mepatwa wo accident car na odi fra aburukyire ba ni nyinaa ana ebi kura de hyɛ container mu no ebeduru Ghana baabi atwitwitwi baabi asɛe ina no de kɔ ɛyɛ amwa automobile awɔ apem so fair junction yɛbɛsiesie car no kama align ne mu yɛwie de awura ovinim na yɛspia ma car no ɛnso atimi ayɛ kra bɛhwɛ nti friend number yi 0244 465764 na mone ɛyɛ amwa eni enkomo Bismarck owusu bempa ayala. Good morning. Now what to say?
Maybe I fine.
Then I'm say 11:17. Yankai.
Okay, time ko. Guys, anka by fuck you. You bet me a push up Friday.
Okay.
Because Enrana 5th Pro Ward 11 no.
Yeah,
about to until Friday.
No problem.
You be this common. Few talking points. Our and Champions League games now. Bono. First of all, you run into match day 4. And what it means, and say, clubs now realize it's a Champions League, you know. League table, no, she sound necessary. And depending on baby a club be done. 4 games into the Champions League there, the clubs will know what they really need as results are to either climb and answer or consolidate your position on the league log. And Tiana who go for Kesimwa games now will be sharing in any or channel. Ayana, in looking at the dynamics, you know, refer to the table kaka, and it will inform you the seriousness are. Clubs be edible. Remember an example even before you start the analysis. No. So, Usha 36 teams in Ayabona. You look at the red line, and Juventus the red line. Now, Omanya a new coach. Omanya 2 wins in their last 2 games, and Omubo against Sporting Club de Portugal. Omuda 11th. Ewo Fie, Ewo Turin at the Allianz Stadium. That should tell you how Juventus will have to approach that game way any or more supporters. So that is an example of the dynamics are make them coming into any games, you know. Early kickoffs, you know, 2 games. Napoli above Frankfurt. In a game, Antonio Conte, you can't be so confident Napoli will win. On your coach or tired when it comes to club football in Europe. But entering for so and said that me the character or met me the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium and beat Napoli at least until it happens. And see, I think in this game the best prediction I bet me the amount will be a Napoli at home or more double chance against entering Frankfurt. Look, Arsenal form no more. Even though going into that game, the major talking point or more discussing our England and say Victor Jokeres akonya injury. Into an Arsenal game no more kokobono. They will not have a striker against Livia Praha away in an early kickoff game. Based on Arsenal form no more you know, they are very, very focused, and I think Arsenal will win. Even with Mekem Moreno, however, Orefano, Arteta want to structure the team. Arsenal will still beat Slaven Power. Maybe a flamboyant win, but they may get their 2-1, 1-0, 2-0 win. Be now Omo Eddie Ababak. Arsenal look so focused now, and they don't want to just spoil or movement to now Omo want to cry. Now to one of the big games. Liverpool able fear against Real Madrid. I no cry. Say I form there. Real Madrid will form team Liverpool. I no cry. Now saying meetings meeting no Real Madrid answered the Liverpool, so including beating them in the Champions League finals. But from a pure analytic point of view, I think since Xabi Alonso bar Real Madrid, injuries in the El Clasico, I'm an litmus test. This game is going to test him. I think this game is going to test Alonso. And I am in the say it is coming at a place only more.
Anfield.
Oh, only more, Papa. And see, a very, very interesting battle. Any now, Real Madrid, there is one thing Anfield are looking for. After they have come with almost previous players, they've shown respect to the club and the Bibiano. Rich, there is one thing that tactically we will be looking out for. Trent Echo, on board a lot of games for Real Madrid. Now, Liverpool for Asamoah catcher Trent was he should be careful. Now, how your henny, baby, I won't corner. They will not see you as such. Now, Rich, interestingly, game I did Trent ever back, no. A game, Danica High Pra.
So I don't know about.
I think that Trent should play. But from Dario Sports to Obia, a probable 11, unless it be Alonso, and the trick you when you change his mind. Still have Federico Valverde as Real Madrid a right back. And the majority of the probable 11 are ever for Real Madrid. Our Courtois, Freddy Valverde as right back. Abanti Efeno Alvaro, 4 and 5 of Dinhausen, any Adam Militao, 6 and 8 of Chiomani, any Camavinga, with Jude Bellingham as number 10, then Ada Goulet, Vinicius Junior, Kylian Mbappe. Now, Rich, if this lineup is confirmed in the evening, expect Liverpool fans to chant number who Trent. Say, even without a right back in the team, you are on the bench. But if you a team, you will be playing. Now, me and so what Real Madrid fans will also sing and say, but so you know, they are going to find a buyer as replacement. Because Rich, and the Liverpool probably 11 is so I yet, you know, and so our Mama does really ever poem with a brandy friend of Conor Bradley and not Jeremy Frimpong. And to Musman Papa, trying to pound called Jeremy Bono, Jeremy by the Muntin Pom Bono. Our game,
Jeremy, then I think he crap.
Rich or a fit to port bench.
Okay.
There are times or a fit so much liable too. In the situation of Real Madrid, the same thing. Now, for the problem 11 for Team Efano, Liverpool, complete one, no. Mama Dasvili, Bradley, not Milos Kekech, but Andy Robertson.
Of experience.
With Konate Van Dijk. Then if you flow again, I bring Efano for a vet on the bench. Gravenberch, Soboslai, McAllister. Then any more 3 of Cody Gakpo, Iketike, Mohamed Salah. It's a new game, shit. You game, shit. is going to be very, very exciting. Now, why do I say that? Before I begin to say, Freddy Valverde is midfielder, Ada Goulet is midfielder. So Real Madrid at Anfield, especially under Xavi Alonso, we want a case like this. There were a lot of central midfielders. There were Jude, there were Ada Goulet, there were Freddy Valverde, there were Camavinga, there were Chiomani. These are 5 midfielders. Me Bomo, 2, 1 at right back, 1 as a winger. But they know their role is to come in middle and dominate team Liverpool. Liverpool are playing with Gravenberch, number 6, Szoboszlai as number 8, McAllister as number 10. They want to play expansive football because Omo Okori Gapo and Mohamed Salah on their wings. And they want to be more direct. But Real Madrid they have Spanish here. We want to conserve the ball and play around that until we allow Vinicius and Kylian Mbappe to run behind Liverpool for attacking lateral defenders now or more edible game. So tactically, we have a very, very good game to watch this evening. Which, but this only if you say as a more GDO Liverpool. A cheat team of Real Madrid.
Because the spectacle now they share Liverpool and you know. And your performance of Premier League but in the Champions League
performance.
Yeah. Even in the Premier League time almost struggle no. Away. I could share 5 or so.
Yeah, Frankfurt
5.
Now, Rich, if you are looking at Liverpool with a Champions League spectacle, what if you are being reminded, say, Real Madrid is 100% record this season in the Champions League? Okay. So much beer. And tactically, the game is so set for anything to happen. The game is set for anything to happen. Now, Rich, is it a game you can be rest assured and say, oh, Liverpool team now is showing and saying, Kylian Mbappe to score is there again? Because Liverpool team now say,
defense in
yes, they need to have problems. And if you are coming up against probably the best striker in Europe right now, in Kylian Mbappe, then we'll be expecting goals. The same thing also can be said. Rich, Real Madrid defense, the way he can take a ball, say a normal farmer, he will score. Did how say Adam Litao? Say a normal farmer, he will score too. Rich, I think we may have to watch goals. For you do trust that we will enjoy watching the game because you don't support any team. And I will prefer an over 1.5, over 2.5 in the Liverpool Real Madrid game and relax and watch. Now, you need to be switching. Maybe it is better you listen to Insha FM commentary and watch the other game.
Sure.
Because Rich, Paris Saint-Germain Bayern and so dates. And just as Fifi was saying, in the last 10 games of Mabono, Rich, Paris Saint-Germain are winning 3, Bayern are winning 7. No draw. To Omushia, they've shown Bakusa Nyonko. Now, I have a small problem when I listen to Coach Louis Enrique on the match press conference now. I say, Obiara himself Ousmane Dembele today and Ekuta Ballon d'Or. So he's the best player in the world. Semkofoba Stadium. They want to come and watch the best entertainers now. And until Otiwa Bonte said there's pressure. I want to start Dembele. But on your coach. And when Dembele ni injury record. I am saying when you have some fine moment to be an own paper. It is what plan about. To be honest, or can't you be or you blunt? On your now you say, or very risky Dembele in to play too many minutes. Some free because people will want to watch him. Now, Rich, Bayern team need their 4-1 muscle, and they also fancy on chances against him. Your friend Paris Saint-Germain. That is the reason why Le Parisien Paris Saint-Germain. predict say Mayulu and the best starting as a center forward and not Usman Dembele. I've also heard looking for the saying said, look, Fabian Ruiz Abane he will play. And Zaire and they are going back to the midfield now from last season, you know, in João Neves, Vitinha, and Fabian Ruiz. Which the moment Paris Saint-Germain will decide to go this way, it means me match. It means a match. Me papa. Good for them. Captain Marquinhos is also back with Pacho. Then probably the two best lateral defenders in world football. CCA. And the same way. Any Dembele and I am missing, but Bakola and Mayulu will fix him. Rich, me problem keep too heavy. Aye, the button Emma Bayern, and you're consistent. It's you watch other games now. Obo Hurricane number 10, Jackson number 9. You watch other games, like you could see company trying to fix the number 10 position, you know, but Onya, and you're so careful not to push Olise here because a farmer will wings home. So the ball to left was no, but a farmer, and he doesn't want to change that. Rich, another very, very good game. I'll call you baby. Boy, you know, Zara Staman over to Vicha will fancy stances against him. Osuo kakra and Oyejitri.
Okay.
And me assure say Luis Enrique will tell him, look, this is your man. Go and get something out of him. Again, Omobo Lema astray. And also yet conventional left back. So Bakola, get something out of him for me. Rich, with this premier folders, you know, I think that Paris Saint-Germain is your favorite over Bayern.
Okay.
That is how I see it. And I think it's a goals also, Beba. I think it's a goals in the Beba. Until we no more, you know. So, oh, to chacha, you avoid the wins and you go for the goals.
Okay.
But who will be a walk could do to chacha? Rich,
PSG.
Your money must be on Paris Saint-Germain for but you never underrate Team FN Bayern. The rest of the games in there, you have born a papa. I don't think Atletico will lose against Yunus in Yalau. Then saying formula starting back. So we Arsenal embarrassing lose yena. They are now starting to rake in the wings. Trust you can go their double chance at home. Now Obe feeling very, very comfortable with that kind of prediction. You know. Bodo Glen in Monaco game Rich. So I avoid predicting our game. No, Juventus, Rich.
Spalletti first game in the Champions League.
Yes. Who said? Omofa Massimo, every Juventus Academy in the ball, who did the game? No, and I said 3-1. Then they announced Spalletti. Obaya no ko Cremonese. And we shake 2-1. Then who baby omoda Champions League in na. And now the Alliance, they think he's the coach to turn things around. Even though in a difficult game against Sporting Club de Portugal, which the support at the Alliance Stadium, El Torino, will be behind Team FN Juventus. They have to watch Sporting CP for the Kakra. But I don't think that Juventus will lose that game with that. With Omania results of Crano, Juventus are going to get at least a draw in that game. FIFC on Jimboat Olympiacos in the PSV indeed. And he doesn't want to predict this match. But I think this match will produce goals, Kakra. Okay. So at least over 1.5 will come in that game, no? And PSG Fono will have 1 or 2 goals be away. Then Tottenham must beat Copenhagen, Rich. No problem. They should be able to beat them. But this injuries being knocked, but do they have an excuse to sit at London? Copenhagen
with this Torium team.
Yes.
Now Copenhagen.
They must be able. Yes, only at the power for Tottenham flattening
games to be said. Yes,
but game be said here. Rich, you trust them. Say omu ebetimi ashe ewo. So what I am going to do, and I say, Mr. Wa say, who show no team in so I say, pay particular attention. And then we will 5 goals be the man. The first 2 na me di kind of amount. A long bet that involves the Champions League and Ochina, Thursday's Europa League and the Conference League. See the first two courses now maybe no a wrong bet that involves all the Champions League games in match day 4, the Europa League and the Conference League. Timothy first two no at the amount. So open long bets no. That is the first one you need to take. First one a BW 1E9 C4C6E and a BW 1E9 DE AD8. Then the next 3 course now me dey ma on there. And they are strictly for any games in the Champions League and the UEFA Youth League matches now. And I think 1 or 2 from the Championship. And the next 3 course in the for any games in first one a BW 1E9 FA 8C9. Second one a BW 1E A0E 1DA. Then the last one a BW 1E A1739E. And the first 2 for a long bet, then the next 3 no for any games in Nkwan. Say Oko Owusu Bempa Ayala Ewo X, and I say Oko Facebook Ayala Sports, and I say Besmako Owusu Bempa hyphen Ayala Soa. Nina Okwa Onsa Ebitimi Akahonti. Yanji na numre. You share the commentary team na. You share it's a game. Emudi and Amode, but I think Amford game right.
Amford, yeah. Liverpool, Real Madrid.
I didn't tell no am choice. And they will winners be brave.
I think say commentary no. Sometimes I share the way I'm for pity. PSG no share the news of
Bayern. Yeah.
Bayern to the same. Liverpool is a traditional team. Or supporters Real Madrid the same.
I think say yes. Those 2 games are very, very nice. Yeah. But Rich, the Real Madrid, Liverpool, and probably 2 cathedrals.
Okay.
Magic Champions League, ni be among them. See,
I feel the only team now.
Oh yeah, okay. I agree.
Okay.
I think the down match is a blockbuster. And embedded.
Woman so I best switch kakra. France na yakodi nkomo no na onse na no ne ball a classical Spain. Afi na Ghana version no so ba.
Super class no.
A friend super class. Ebi say the clash of the Titans. Edini bebre and I love graphics now mo dey announce ticket no. F papa. Ati wo nyame adoma akwsia da House of Folk etran normal train Kumasi Asante Kotoko a league match na o joining live our YouTube in Sha TV House of Folk at the ticket no so person ko game ni bia honsam no at the aba and I love the graphic omo eye no na according to House of Folk no omo so popular stand omo G30 cedis center line 60 cedis lower VIP no ono amo charge 200 cedis and upper VIP no 350 cedis and VVIP no eno 500 cedis ebeto dwa me hu reactions ni bibri ebisio 30 ni de any system no popular ne central line de normal 30 system is okay. But from the lower upper VIP and a VVIP, them say 100, say Adiana no they do because 200, 350, 500 for a local game there. I'm say bugum kaka.
Rich.
adeɛ bi a ne boy odin bia no e just say enya ho na wo belong to.
Okay.
Etaka say mo street ne say wo come map ne wanya bia na say one for size.
Cover the bro so.
Nti ujiri say VIP ho no nyina ne board ya.
Kotra center line. Ana kupu echi.
3060 wo mu. Ti de osika beso no. Na de akohe super clash ne bi. We nya de o say odi hu echi ne bebre.
Okay.
Sa wo kwa Accra Sports Stadium akohe game na. Rich, there's 30 cities there and there's 60. And maybe I bet in a be a bonus, say, we won't ye.
Sure.
The Acosta Stadium will be, you see it. And see, I don't want Obia to stretch the argument of boarding and find discouraging. And
support the Donkor Stadium.
Dabi.
And yet,
I think that the price is a distributed war. So, kwa.
Also, no, no, Pekiano.
No, I could now on what should be. Rich. Game here, Babu. Whether a coincidence or say a deal, but the first reason why we a football fan, we a Kotokuni, we a Hasini, and what's a Omasa game we at down privately listen so and say, Rich, so far in the Ghana Premier League I about this season. 2 teams pay and untested defeats Haas and Kotoko. Ghana Premier League na here 20 teams no. 2 teams pay and will be to me share this season Haas and Kotoko. Rich, what it means and say Sunday way it is either Haas and Kotoko attesting the first defeat. Ana Kotoko Emma has attesting the first defeat. Rich, me game will be a draw. I don't
as
wish.
AI official and saying,
I don't wish.
Draw.
I don't wish for this game to be a draw.
At least Bakun Sharon Young.
Bakun and stop it. Baku unbeaten streak, no.
And yet, Yentia has say a crown of fast or put game. Kwame Oparado, Ekasa de Mahas of Fook. I say yes or no be a league match. Na league match I mean say the normal preparation now obey now the akwakobo. But also way a Kotoko neba no.
Of course.
And said na ya na woka no. Kotoko you beating almost as you beating. Amon pese a babo game ni baby no. When they say House of Oak unbeaten record you say omo ankasa enemies. Kotoko nebe say no. Debi amon person better sa ade no kra. Into the bragging right in our game, no, and the man game near big. Na Osia debi ohonoma eno na e ginger has a book. Ah, kwasiada on beso mu gina so no mo hye Kotoko e de ba dia. Yentie kasama for the ma aye has book. Kwame Oparado na yentie Osia approach it saying.
Yes, about my fan. Just some 3 days away from now, and then it will be 11th. That will be our anniversary. Apart from the fact that it's a Premier League fixture, that you have to always make sure that you're bragging right and the point out there, you know, you fight for it and you do everything for it. You know, it's our anniversary. We come to for any man. You have something valuable to show that your boss there. I feel also, you want to demand supporters in here. And then you know, come home to you may be yeah, reward our supporters. Every more jerseys, more free tickets, justice and all of that. You know, it is part of that. But if it's a time to celebrate our anniversary, and it's collectively, then I get involved. If you do on the 11th from, you will say collectively, we are in the Chafano. At the public mobile, they will celebrate it.
Okay. Eti Kwame Oparado say so you the bragging right aspect na tunchen House of Oak do my anniversary. An anniversary is our company for any ma de ba ko pa. Obeti bi de akodi nkomo yie ene so ahye Kotoko.
Rich, unim say. Na ma adwene nko ho.
Okay.
But the game is 2 days away from her birthday.
Okay.
Enti say 2 ways. Se Kotoko se hasa. Rich. Ebe painful papa.
Anniversary na me be ka dem.
Oh, so se Kotoko se hasa.
2 days when every radio station will be talking about, oh, and then has birthday, Rich, they will only laugh at them and say, oh, now say 2 days in ye come. The other side knows and say, Rich, has to say on. There's a spiritual connotation to the number 11 for them. And until 11 has infant grown. Rich, why do you also say this super clash is being played in the 11th month? In November.
Yeah.
11th month. And you're only 2 days away from Haas' birthday. And see, Haas' approach to this game, imagine, say, after the super clash, in 2 days' time, Haas has celebrated her birthday, and they've just won against Kotoko. Just 2 days ago. Just imagine how a celebration is.
I think gift to be anywhere at there's a the anniversary. Kotoko. They supported be our supported the open.
But the other
first can show but
the other way around was say, Rich, I dear be anywhere by Kotoko for that. So I think say 2 days to Haas' birthday. Now every Haas is doing birthday. No one to me because just a fresh hangover and Omukuta.
Give me bed.
I'm telling you,
Mubed the rough.
It's a very, very nice time to play this super clash. And your parents, also apart from the unbeaten streak, has given us another very, very interesting. And the upper was here, just so Rich, yeah, the Casa game we want some. Rich, we are no so free. Since I did the buy, sir, Waboko to 2. Walusu bako, washa bako. Ese bosu mani mkrea kone mprensa. Till the third game is going to be fire. The last time, did the win no, ewo kotokono, was against Karim Zito in a Gaka top 4. Karim Zito was also rich. It's on record to have said, nobody beats him twice. Until home I won't share them for me, Mati from Koto Company for business say, oh, top 4 they say a pre-season. But the house for him and they say 2 of Omukochi's ringing were former employees of our club. And the house was now someone say Shamwa. They all judge Jamo bench over Bray, Tony Hamza, Ominanso. Aye Jumama Yepen. Tis a Muslim Gazali, and Nimzit Didi Dramania. Yes, we Nimzit to Pa and a Hamza. Rich, there's too much of familiarity, there is too much of rivalry, there is too much of bragging rights. And Okaning in Aboma, Rich, there is too much at stake for this super class. And no man at stake a dozen. Na minim say ya biodeko na minim say memfa weso nka ho a Rich say uko Europe this season every team bia ni player bia obo for the club bia no Rich the entire all picture the performance mu bako is to be part of the team for the World Cup. Rich ye twemu tan ya World Cup na ye bekono. We will have local players joining the team. And Rich, Otuado money, Shalfa money, Yimono. Say, Omubenya a consideration for a local player. Rich, I think say the platform for the biggest local game
is this.
Gives the players the opportunity. But they will be there.
And with them.
And if you perform in the biggest game, Rich and check. They will be making their final decisions on local player then they call World Cup, and your name will be so fresh in their memory to consider you. And see, apart from the OBA show game, supporters, team, Rich, individual players, individually. Oh, Nancy, I said, Matisse and Gofa started na Hubejew for Black Stars. Rich, the Hubejew, if he is to
he should take the super class by storm. Afei ne omo ye argument ma no emu na be do say Charlie Abrantia no ne money mo obo nyina no o say call the biggest stage on the local scene. He delivered. And go for saying, oh, they say who be Jody and Nancy. But Hussein has been doing it consistently for us. Rich, if it is true, Hussein, super midfielder for House of Folk. This is the biggest game. We are getting closer to the final decisions as players then and form World Cup. Deliver. And the players no different motivation cry. Say match where you match. Ubon humo dia Rich. Udime can go for trim. Udime can radio presenters ano. Udime can omo mudi Ghana football nkomo. And when the time comes, me BM say, "Yeah, per local players, ya can blasters no wako World Cup. Why me am Rich, this game will inspire your debate and your name a lot if you are able to perform a woman. And easy.
Someone Badu, I say, Kotoko will give the House of Oak a beautiful 2-1 win.
Okay.
Birthday present. Tears will flow while they cut their bed kick. And the game a birthday. And when you roba kwa, you both game ni pa beba.
Yeah.
House of Oak side hono. So we to share Kotoko. As one man can say, no way women and as you call what could. Is that your mom? Sakotoko to me share house. Then almost because say work show you more say no. Namu to jubilate. Yeah, I bet you movie.
Go to say tickets here. I know you say
and a bet and the man got to go near as an animal yet.
There is everything at stake. Everything at stake for Sagame. And Unim say, Rich, say, who taking even off the team now? 2 teams in Accra, so Omunemi Omo supporters chairman say in charge.
Yeah.
And you nim from the way your local football environment the Tieno. Rich matches be say supporters no subo omo dio. Yeah. Inti 2 chairman no. They are expected to lead their team's operations in on yeah converse support na ya ko kire say ampa do ne era ide e no ma be iti ehun komodie ni doso e full package. Full package. And I hope, sir, it will live up to the expectation.
All right. Even insurance of 4.5 AJ ministers say it will never happen. Hearts of Oak will celebrate the birthday with another huge victory over Kumasi, Asante, Kotoko Yinina Swena, Infantry Omrazia.
Bema wo Johnson ni mu pai ebikam eyawo eni moja edi akira ana wote mpampan e wo Johnson n'echi ensansa gu bema no ho edura ebeboa wo eni amuzupi oba oba mu no wote mpampan bone ewom ensuo bi fifiri mu ba etoda emu ekeka wo edura ebeboa wo eni amuzupi ubenya bi e wo pharmacy ni herbal shops nyinam.
Hello.
Hello, it's a
YouTube in Sha TV. House of Folk at the ticket no. So also game ni be a honsam no at the aba. And I love the graphic. Almost a year no. Now according to House of Folk no. Almost a popular stand. Almost G30 cities. Center line 60 cities. Lower VIP no. No. Almost charge 200 cities. And upper VIP no. 350 cities. And VVIP no eno 500 cities. Ebeto dwa me hu reactions ni bibri. Ebiso 30 ni de any system no popular ne central line de normal 30 system dey is okay. But from the lower upper VIP and VVIP them say 100 say ade na no de do because 200 350 500 for a local game there. I'm the big kaka.
Rich. A dear be an boy or dimbiano. I just say, and your honor will belong to.
Okay.
The Taka say more streetness. I say,
So come ma penny when you be next one for size.
Go for the bro so.
Nti ujiri say VIP hono nyina ne boarding.
Go center line. And akupu echi.
3060 wo mu. Ti de osika beso no. Na de akohe super clash ni bi. Me nya de o se odi hu echi ne bebre.
Okay.
Sa wo ko Accra Sports Stadium akohe game na. Rich, there's 30 cities there all. And there's 60. And maybe I bet be a born say we won't ye.
Sure.
The Acosta Stadium will be you see it. And see, I don't want Obia to stretch the argument of boarding and find discouraging.
Support the Donkor Stadium. And yet,
I think that the price is a distributed war. So, qua.
So no
no
Pekiano.
No akotena no ahwe bi. Rich. Game here baby. Whether a coincidence or say deal. But the first reason why we a football fan, we a kotokuni, we a hasini. And what's that Oma sa game we down priority list so and say, Rich, so far in the Ghana Premier League about this season, 2 teams per and omuntesti defeats Haas and Kotoko. Ghana Premier League na ye 20 teams no. 2 teams per and will be behind share omo this season Haas and Kotoko. Rich, what it means and say Sunday way it is either Haas Ebema Kotoko attesting the first defeat and now Kotoko Ebema Haas attesting the first defeat. Rich, me game we be a draw. I don't wish.
AI official and saying
I don't wish.
Draw.
I don't wish for this game to be a draw.
At least Bakun sharing young.
Bakun and stop it. Baku unbeaten streak no.
And yet Yentia has say a crown of fast or put game. Come your part. Sock mining and engineering training school. Our boise. Na school you amatini pabibre amene. Omo ramming into mining. Obinso onoma. Or the need to quine. Ebinso ramming into construction. Anti our dream. And it said that you be able ramming into mining or construction. And one is over remo. I sock mining and engineering training school. Na onso according to and 3 months and the child ye. Uwe ya so no ubenya adwuma na watimi aye ye kyerese de so pretty excavator bulldozer grader backhoe reloader forklift dump truck welding and fabrication in the no or the 3 months and na ebesua ewo oboase zongo Heinz building na chi wono pe and na school you won patch of frechichi na oba only problem your hostel kase pa ho a ubenya ba bi di utiato na onso wasua wa de kama pa open chire bi e chire we a my friend number is 0539 732 766. Patro Fre na onso eko school no ebi ayala.
Rich, and deputy coach for the Blasters. And under 20. Coach Mura Desmond Affair. On also SIA in charge of your technical directorate in terms of coaching education. Inti ene Desmond of fair birthday. Na we dey say was sports paternity nim.
Sure.
Yeah, but we should happy birthday. Na yaka coalitions at their channel for the feat our name, the technical team of the Blasters. Achieve Edema Ghana. Say it me qualify here. Na ye call the World Cup. Na you know why Clef ewa tunsu. Why Clef say Desmond of fair. Ne fan club e wa ha ne de ono your chairman nti ono so e we share Desmond happy birthday nti Desmond affair happy birthday Nyankopon enkra na onye okese o ma onyini ncha awodi wom na onkoso na onhyiraw betway si enkayo say yewra midweek games wo hoyi de e ma wura mfi say wo yo mo bet influencer na de obeya obenya so fa so ene say hihye games ni bi na e share wo quotes with your betting community na mo na go for the quotes no etwa no na onso o fesika e won chen ɛho nhia sɛ code no ɛbɛbɔ anasɛ mbɔ yɛbɛto say yɛn nyinaa na agro no yɛwom sɛ ne papa mu ne bɔne mu nso so ɛyɛ influencer ne bi nti hyehyɛ code wɔ betway na ɛhyɛ wo code no ma afoforo na nso so enya betway bet influencer no ɛso ɛmfaso ne bi undi 18 years a mesra wo te sɛ ɛka bet na sɛ ma no watoto wasom so where the 18 years nso a bet no oh yeah na wa bet responsibly betway almost get way more.
Insurance of 4.5 yen to also with a birthday na happy birthday in confirma ama intiwa Panford Ewua or University of Natural Resources ewo Sunyan aho edna ama intiwa Panford Ewua owo happy birthday to you ama nyame nhyira pa na onya okese in fact awudemu nhyira bia nyankopon emfa bi emfa enomon oma kwantenten ahodi wom na bibia enye kama emfa ema happy birthday ama intiwa Panford Ewua our University of Natural Resources Sunyan. Second one driver near on fire show yi enia grokra in fact all driving na no na or sign etie yen your friend of Bernard Kofi Boateng Ira Bernard baby will be no happy birthday to you nyame nhyira onko so anya okese yate adwuma o ye de ma ayekiri nyame nhyira pa no ya driver ni de nyankopon onko so na onkwakra se na bia da no obetimi edo akọ na obedru asundwema onti eye boni bia ewo wadwuma oyemu o wife ene nkwada no na Edna ene crew ni nyina na show happy birthday Bernard Kofi Boateng na ene obradwuma de no nyasem kitokwa maka to say obra ne de entumuda so ho sans stories e ba ne nyasem kitwa na ene yenua ba ye friend say a child patient Edna asem abedan obra se omonka bi ema no so ne abranta e friend no Emmanuel Kofi otu na ete oni abrante na nete ofa yefunu wo abrante no egno no in fact wanhwe no no an kakra ha akoda ya omu na abrante sa ba back ejoba opelukunu abrante dada no sa de no homa no onna wo eye second one afa de second one yi ba ya abrante chese ontina ni kura emma no ama chese se de wayi na jeje mo se eba asa no ebusua kura po no because abrante wadi kan na ko ba ko wan hwew asa kwa fa ni biema ebusua ese omune no kura chese omu mpene nim kura ahwe abrante ya nkodina na ebusua yi ese onu so yi na ma na ose ani ayi eje onim ye pa famwi sa ngusie yi fa ne sa okokape ani ebure wo babune sa enu to de nasam abedan obra se omunka bi ema na be man de nko a menyanti asem de nenso aden obe wo pew oba we na wo first one na wan hwe no na obe babak no basa jew na o sa na ye yi dem se de ni je ho pa ima etena ima baba na ima nso ababe yi no ho ano nti edu a na wo so etie bi na bibia no ay kama ade ama obra to adwumadi no yakofa aye adom kase no di abramo ti edu ani ni na no ahima benewa ani tim no betena se na omo ahwe aka asem no kama pa ade nka mra fie ye betty groups yi ye ma ne chena e ba na maye enso etimi ade ama abusuafo information adom kase na to aso nyame adom anwumre ebisia